Peace.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh,
Hello.
Greetings.
Hi.
Yo.
It is time for yet another episode
Of what?
Like, what,
of
right now?
Twilight. Thank
Thank you.
nice.
Thank
Is
you
that
for
what's
saying
on it?
you're gonna say the
Yeah.
name.
Oh my god, the name! He said the thing!
Said it. Oh my god.
I like this game.
Okay, who would like to give me the recap?
I do.
Say no. Say no.
All right, Seino,
Say
lay it
no.
on me.
The recap is in the form of a letter that is basically an update for Maelie, so she understands what's going on.
Okay.
I hope when you read this that your state has improved. While Sera and Luka were attending you, Mulu, Harvaris, Effie, and me, Seino, were getting the index cleaned by the creature in the well. You should not mention it to Harvaris, because I think it was quite challenging for him to observe the creature lick his god clean. Afterwards, we spoke to Redare in safe mode, in quotation marks, and gained information on current not shielded angels, in parentheses, Menzos, Rainzz, Wiesen, Veldon, and Redare, Hadrian's positions, Gemless positions, Hades, and our mission's position. Oasis seems to be in a weakened state now, which could be concerning for the people that live here. Hades still has almost total authority of Redare even after purification. At last, we saw a depiction of a human named Redare. I think it was a human, right? The person that we saw. But I'm getting off track. It probably is either the person the angel is based on, or maybe it's the angel herself. There was some talk about us doing one or multiple quests we received on Arist, so be ready for that possibility. I hope this was helpful. Seino. P.S. Also, show this to not Luka too. I think he also stayed in the silence spell to keep an eye on you, but he just kept miming in our direction, so I don't know if he was able to pay attention or not. And that's the letter that he is giving Maelie after the talk with Redare.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Inspiration for you. It's
Mhm.
that is such a. I could tell her myself when she wakes up, or I could write this letter.
No, then she can read it when she thinks her state is improved enough so she can understand what's happening.
German efficiency.
Exact. Gnomish.
Joe,
Please.
yes, excuse me. Apologies.
Correction.
We
Of
keep
course,
it in game, okay?
How foolish of me. I'm sorry. Alrighty. So I believe, in addition to all of that, last time you guys decided that you want to take on the Apex of Mana for chat's sake. I am ready to go when you are. So you just let me know when you want to do that. But if you want to do anything else before you leave, we can do that too. Up to you.
Okay, I have one question just for the whole party, just so I can keep track. Who all has inspiration? Just so I can edit my message.
Not Luka.
I believe
Okay.
I do. I do.
Okay, yeah. Mulu?
What? Oh, I just returned. Sorry. What's up?
Do you have inspiration currently?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And then Effie and Sera, you do not, right?
I
and
do
Maelie
not. I use mine.
Correct.
I don't.
I do not have it.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm
Thanks.
not inspired.
Damn. L.
I just have a
L.
giant brain instead.
Ratio. Not
We
no,
used
no.
ours on those.
Plus no gnomish efficiency.
You carry me. Just carry
Yeah.
me, you know.
That's right.
Always.
I don't even want to do anything. Just flop my arms around.
Yep. I have some questions for you, Arcadum.
Sure. What's up?
I DM them to you. Is
I
the
will go
digital
look at your
invis
DMs.
only digital, or is it invisible plus digital?
It's only invisible to digital presences.
Okay.
It is not invisible to non-digital presences.
Okay. I'm gonna take the regular invis then.
Nice. Is Radari still summoned?
She's stored in the temple. I mean, you can speak to her. She's on her mural in the wall, in fact.
Okay.
Will you describe it to us? Is she like moving around like the
Well,
Hogwarts paintings?
she's no, it's not like that. It's like there's her mural, and then there is like a glowing sigil showing that she is stored there with her index.
Oh.
So
Okay.
she could just be approached and communicated with. But the idea is like to get it in your mind's eye. Like there's a whole mural full of all the different angels, and each one of them have a place in which their index can be placed. So it's like,
Oh, that's cool.
here's your progress bar.
Oh.
You know, like in a game where you see a bunch of shit that hasn't been
Yeah.
filled in yet, and you're like, oh, I gotta fill
Yeah.
all that in. That's kind of what
We
it's
gotta
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
all the Pokemon.
We gotta catch all
Yes,
the Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Are there
that's-
shiny
Oh.
angel versions?
Oh no!
Shiny.
We have the legendary, which we're
Uh.
gonna go after, and then the extra legendary, which is
Yeah,
the
we have the
edition.
mythical as well.
Oh, gosh. For bonus content.
We
Of course.
reboot Radari in her full mode and fight her again. See if she's shiny.
Oh,
We
Bugs and
evolve
I
her.
almost got banned from Nintendo's new Pokemon Snap.
Oh my god, don't tell them what. Don't do it!
what got banned?
Wait.
What?
How do you
We're
get
not
banned
banned,
from
we just were
Pokemon
threatened.
Snap?
We
We
got
got eight.
reported. That's
Yeah,
it.
we got reported 8 times.
Many times. No, that's
You
not
go
important.
too ham.
For what?
No, I'll tell you later. All right, hey,
I-
I'm playing Harvaris. This is me, Harvaris. I role playing.
Sorry, hello.
No.
Yes, sorry, yes.
After Radari's put in her shut off mode, I guess. I'm gonna look to the party. I'm going to look actually at Sera first. You see a very puzzled look on his face. First off, thank you all for indulging me in this. Sera, thank you for getting my head straight. When it came to asking the right question there, it has been a lot, and based on the information you've presented me, it has made me wonder even more about it all. Honestly, it is still something I do not fully understand. If you see, yes.
She'll just wave a hand nonchalantly. You're welcome.
Very good. It begs the question. At this time, I understand Maelie needs time to rest, yes, and perhaps this is our time to recoup. Do what we need to in the meantime, and possibly plan our next move. Did anyone have any ideas on what we should do in this time?
I have something I must do alone. So perhaps that's later.
Of course, I think we can respect your privacy in this manner. That should be no problem, yes.
Mulu squints.
Sera,
Hmm.
do you think that, our idea of going back to Oasis to get some resupply seems to be, maybe not the best of ideas? Listening to Radari say that there is some sort of Vodka leak now, as well as very much unrest. What do you think about the Lollipop Guild? They should be creating some alchemical things on the ship. Do you think maybe we should go back there?
I was hoping to refill some of these syringes that we used.
Agreed. Maybe they can help us do that before we go to this quest.
She'll look around for the rest of her gardening club and realize that not Luke is still in the silence. She'll shuffle on over here. Grumpy, she's still on human feet. She'll just use an arm to pull not Luka out.
Oh, wait. Oh, what's happening?
Would you like to come with us to the ship to tend the garden? I need syringes.
Gardening. Looks at no. We're taking him too, right?
She'll
Yes,
blink with one eye, then the other one. Oh, Right.
I still have Spike on me, actually. Searches through his pockets. That whole
And
time
Maple-
he's had it.
Maple's been at the helm, helping me out.
Oh, also, what about gestures to Maelie? Kinda have to take care of her, too.
I'm trying to decide if Sera would know about a cleric level up. I don't think she would. She does need quite a long while.
Oh, and one other thing. He gestures towards the pillar. Since the Leylinic magic is pretty weak, her restoration, or our restoration of spells, is going to take some time. Just a reminder.
I was thinking about that. She'll move back so she can look at everybody. Not Luka mentioned that the angel was actually pushing magic into the ley lines. It is the reverse of what I thought it was.
Actually, he couldn't have said that since he was in there. He just gestured to Sera that something is happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened with the ley lines, not Luka?
Oh, it seemed like she was putting or inputting Leylinic magic into the spire. So, in a way, they are their own souls. Paraphrasing.
She'll chew on her lip. The whole reason the Taladani sent a colonization ship here was to harvest the ley lines. I have a theory that Hades has probably redirected that into himself. All
Effie
those
nods.
ley lines are going somewhere, and I thought it was to power these. She'll gesture towards the... Is this just like a tower, a column, a console? What is this thing?
Yeah, it goes from floor to
I
ceiling.
think it's a pillar.
It's a pillar with has console commands and other such manipulation points on it.
I thought it was to power these temples, but it seems to be a reverse flow. Addition to that, Radari was able to show us that I can only believe is our query is right next to Hades.
Well, we might as well, hope Maelie recovers quickly and get the vessel on the road, so to speak.
What do you mean by your query?
I
think
think
it's
she means
probably
quarry, as in the hunt. They are looking for someone, for something.
Yes, but what?
She'll look at the three of them that are out here. I think it is time. What do you think?
Effie shrugs. Seems like they're with us for the long haul. They wouldn't mind doing this other mission with us, so I think they're trustworthy.
I think
More is a party.
I think it is time to talk about our objective.
She will, however, look at Minsha, who is still a total stranger to Sera.
Minsha is currently just gazing at Radari.
Should we put her in the bubble?
Minsha, if you wouldn't mind, we must discuss something as a group.
She will look up, kind of bewildered, but then nod. And will...
He's so powerful, even God can't move her. She's actually Hades.
That's right.
His
Plot
eye
twist.
was always me, Barry.
Always has been.
Okay. She will step outside.
Put her in the silence.
It's not that bad as a depth.
She will go out and start doing chores around the temple.
Great.
What a cutie. We have a slave.
Yeah, slave.
Jesus.
Built the pyramids.
Well,
Quality.
Sera will look at how far apart these guys are, the two people she's about to talk to. She'll clear her throat and speak louder. Who we're looking for is something that was created, and what we thought was originally an entity, a organic one, she'll gesture towards herself. It's come to light that it might actually be an angel of sorts, or at least part angel. And you saw Harvaris, the lights, the illumination, the signature of its power. It's more powerful than, well, all the other angels here. That is what we're looking for. As to the threat it poses, that is probably best shared actually by Effie. She actually saw it. I have not.
Effie kind of takes a long sigh, and she's trying to do a chameleon thing and keep one eye on Harvaris and one eye on Mulu, and it's having a very hard time. So she kind of gestures for Mulu to come in.
Eyes just separated, split apart.
Yeah.
Mulu will unlean from the door frame and check both directions out the door. This place is not very well defended.
I understand. I'll keep this quick. There's an entity above all else. When I was on Calcatesh, like most of my other compatriots here, something that was the threat to all the sector, entire, living creatures. And luckily, through my research, I found out that some people at this place called Camp Last Stand stood up against the entity and was able to stave it. There hasn't been a reoccurrence of this enemy until recently, where myself and most of my compatriots, minus Sera and minus somebody who I don't know where he went, probably to somebody named Inu, we're in a vessel up in the Astral Sea and came across somebody who contained the same power that the enemy had. And throughout some interesting decisions, was released by somebody who is still within this party. And now this entity has escaped. And we've been tasked by several other entities to try and combat this enemy, in which Maelie still thinks is a friend. And that's why we're here. To find this entity, see if we can't reason with it, and stop its journey to the potential destruction of this entire sector.
Whoa.
Yes, it's pretty heavy.
Why does Maelie consider this thing a threat?
I believe, I'll let her talk for herself, but from my understanding is that when she released this entity considered them not an enemy. And to be fair, her point is very, very fair. This entity has never had a chance to be a human or something as vital as us and come to different determinations for itself. It's very much, as she considers, a child in its knowledge and
but
emotion.
Very powerful.
Extremely. If not the most powerful thing that is currently in this sector.
Seino will raise a hand. It is almost like this entity is like a blank canvas, not yet painted by anything around it. The problem is, if the wrong entity is getting a hold of him, this painting will go corrupt, which is why we're trying to save it from this fate. And Maelie, and I'm also on board to try to reason with it diplomatically to get a good painting out of it.
It's
now it is with others.
Yes, and it's also quite alarming to see, according to this map that Radare shared, just how next to Hades it is. I'm sure the rest of the party that saw that is quite alarmed that if Hades could get control of this entity, like what the boulder is saying, could corrupt it.
Is it no coincidence this creature, straight out of what you say, it is like make-believe, this story, and it come here now, and things change now, when this entity, as you say it, with the drive on bands, and things change now.
Effie shrugs.
We believe it is seeking knowledge from Hades. It is also believed that Hades has... Are you familiar with the phrase? No, you wouldn't be. Hades, we believe, has broken free of its original intent, of its original purpose. We call that a rogue angel. I've gone up against one before that was greatly diminished in power. And the going theory is that Folly is looking to break through its own constraints. And he wants Hades to teach him to do that.
What happens if he succeeds? What happens? Does he gain an idea for control? From my perspective, my understanding so far is Hades wants control, wants to be on top.
I would imagine it's some sort of bargain between the two. What Folly wants, in the worst case scenario, she'll say it so casually, would be the destruction of creation.
What?
The original enemy that was defeated, and the good news is was defeated, which means that there's some hope for us here, was on a trajectory, and if it did finish its trajectory, all of creation, at least in this sector, would have been extinguished. The trajectory that I've been tracking with use of our angel Iconochorus shows Folly is on the trajectory to finish what the old enemy started, and is very close to finishing it. Which is why we are trying to stop this entity from finishing this arc.
Mulu will glance at Harvaris and then turn back to Effie. If you were able to skip the steps and go deal with this Folly immediately, say you were capable, what would you make of the current situation on band?
Are you asking if we would be involved at all?
Yes, I want to know if you would simply leave after.
You mean after we handle our issue, would we help? Or are you asking, in theory, if we would have helped at all if we did not need to?
Let us postulate that I'm asking about both things.
For me, it is simple. If there is power to be gained, I can be interested. For the rest of this group, they are, well, soft-hearted. You are in need. They wanted to help.
I wouldn't say that for myself, Sera.
does not matter at this time, Mulu. Their incentive, for it seems now a jointed goal. And if it were not were for them, it is likely we would have been finished by the gemless to begin. Now is our best chance to strike, and if this entity of mass destruction lies before us, then they must go as well, yes?
That is fair. That is fair.
And the idea is that it has the potential to be the entity of mass destruction. We are trying to, well, I hope that we are able to cause it to not be that entity.
It may be reasoned with. She'll look at Harvaris in particular. There are 2 other pieces of knowledge I would like to hand over, but they are overwhelming. Would you like them?
He gives you a long look. You've bestowed much knowledge upon me since your arrival. It has been difficult. I've been how you say, doing my best to comprehend them. Let's start easy with one. What is it you wish to share?
She'll drop her disguise as a Bandian, and all the tentacles just blah.
Just flop out.
And then she'll oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited to do this. She'll use prestidigitation, and she will do a little puppet show, and she'll put little puppets on her tentacles.
Ooh, a show. He sits down.
Effie claps.
One of the greatest things that I've learned in this adventure is our world, our galaxy, your planet, amongst the ones that we have traveled to. She'll have one tentacle that says the Taladani sector is here. However, she doesn't have enough tentacles. There's a lot of other sectors.
Luka offers a hand.
Effie turns into Sera and kind of stands next to her with more tentacles, being able to be directed as needed.
There is one particular sector, one of, 13 lords, and she'll have Effie be the 13 lords.
She nods and does.
There is a great void between our sector and that sector. And when I mentioned earlier that there was things similar to your gemless that were stalking you, there are entities from that sector who are stalking us because of this creature we are chasing. One of my many other theories is that, you should know the name of it, Folly attempted to cross that sector. And there is a... was it Obsidian, guys? What was the dark gem? That's their police? Onyx?
Onyx.
Much like your Black Onyx, who police these areas. They are called the Black Wardens. They police those who cross this sector between that and ours. And Effie mentioned Maelie freed Folly, but she did not mention where from. It was a prison of sorts that those Black Wardens oversaw. She'll draw back a little bit, and now there's, all these different hands and things. The world that we live in is much, much larger than what I originally thought, so I can only imagine it's quite the revelation for perhaps you as well, Mulu. There are all these different sectors, and within each sector are all these different planets. And each one of these is... She'll suck on the inside of her cheek. Think of them as limbs on a great tree.
This does not surprise me. You look at the night sky. Some of those stars have worlds around them. I only imagine it goes on forever.
Harvaris stares at you, Sera. Still blown away when you went full octopus right off the rip, and then just started explaining shit. But he's taking it all, and he'll take a moment, but then he'll look at you. As a long seeker of Wildglen, a seeker of knowledge in this regard, I've always seen band as something large, always to learn, but you, in such a short time, have shown me how small it all really is, and for that, in a way, I thank you for your perspective. You have shown me not a field, but a desert that lies before me. But this is good. It means this is opportunity for something more, perhaps. If what you say is true, then I am truly honored that I have fallen upon your path to assist you and such. But I think this is enough for now. I need to process, yes?
She'll nod, and she'll let go of her little puppet show.
Effie kind of sighs and elbows Sera. Hey, do you need me anymore?
You know, I've always wanted to do that. That was very fun.
Yeah, it was a great puppet show. And Effie changes back into herself.
Wow. I'm speechless. It begs the question of what next? There's angels purify but he will kind of look at all of you. The strength that you bring, it speaks volumes to your tales. He'll hold up his fist. I need to get stronger as well, to stand by your side, to show you that... He'll look at Maelie. I can stand next to your strength and be assistance to you. A guiding light, yes? And I will do anything to prove such thing.
Hopefully this quest we're about to set out upon will help with that.
Sera gives Harvaris a genuine smile at his declaration. An excellent outlook. I appreciate your intertwining of fate with ours.
I feel it is, how you say, a leap of faith, yes, but as I have said many times, I owe my life to you at this point. I would not be here, and knowledge I value, and I sense this in you as well, yes?
It's
So,
always something I look for. Knowledge.
and we do not deny, we do not pick and choose the knowledge we wish to take. That is not how this works, yes?
She'll pull out, I forget how many she has, but at least 3 of the cards, the Telta Sector cards, that just kind of glow in front of her. The options I see in front of us are to take one of these and attempt to, well, amass power. One of my favorite activities. Or, she'll get more dry. Or we could measure the Voidka leaking out of, you know, the engines. And do
May I
something
ask-
about that first.
May I ask you a bold question, Sera?
She'll just hold her hand out.
One would say the pursuit of power could lose oneself. Do you believe your handle and control and such would not waver your sense of, what do you say, your sense of self?
She's not offended at all, but she will put on a little bit of a show. She'll grow. She's always a little bit cold from her staff.
No more puppets, please.
Ice will start to crackle up her robe, and she'll give him a severe look. Are you questioning my control?
Yes.
Why?
It is mere curiosity, is how they say in the tales of fairy. They say it is the classic gambit, yes? One seeks power and then loses oneself on the journey. I guess I just wish to see your progress in your journey and where do you stand.
I am exactly where I am meant to be.
Raise his eyebrow. Luka? I trust your faith in yourself, and you have not done me wrong so far, so I have no reason to see otherwise, you see?
Even that said, the ability to lose control in the right situation is very beneficial. And she'll wave towards Maelie.
Yeah,
That is what it looks like.
I see. I guess in the guard, I mean, to lose oneself, to push others aside for, how do you ask such thing to one? That you would betray the thought of others for the gambit of power, you see?
I have yet to break my word. Or I would dare say even betray. This, she'll gesture towards herself, was really to stop that first rogue angel that I mentioned.
So
Yeah,
you are an
you shouldn't.
altruist.
I would never say that.
Harvaris will believe you. And he'll nod. Thank you.
But
For
if you are
indulging.
honest.
Effie would have coughed slightly at Sera saying not breaking word, but drop it.
He'll then look, well, this is good. We could do these, missions, as you say, but do we need... Maelie, she surely needs time to rest, yes?
Oh, yes. And he still has
Yes.
his hand puppet. I would recommend we collect ourselves a bit before we go out and do a mission.
I think we should probably head back to the ship, see if we can't get some of those alchemical things for some potions or syringes, and then come back here and reconvene.
Would it,
I do agree. Hyper nods.
how low can your scuffles fly? Your ship, your vessel.
Pretty low. Why?
Do you think you could park it here?
We can't. The
Oh,
one of our pieces of research showed us that some of the angels will shoot down any vessel upon sight. And in our research found that the place we have it now is the safest option for us. As much as I would love to bring my ship here, I think it might be gunned down.
I see.
What is ship?
A vessel.
What is vessel?
Do you remember
Every-
what
Vessel.
took you?
You were
in
there.
our- Yeah.
Your cathedral, your grand cathedral, yes.
Yeah,
It is
The
quite
Mobile Grand Cathedral.
mobile. It's a good one, yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, it's very big.
Hold his hand. I know, yes. Mobile. He gestures to Mulu like they're playing a big joke. Mobile.
Laughs
cathedral, yes.
nervously.
I think that may have overwhelmed him.
Yes. Yes.
Say-
He's
say-
getting a
Well,
say
little
think
no-
of your
nutty.
pounder, but it can fly.
Seino will raise a hand. Harvaris, how do you think we arrived here on this plane?
I do not know. I know similar to Mulu, some sort of transportation. Yes, like a travel through the stars. Yes.
Yes,
It is our, in your words, cathedral that brought us here. It is
Mobile Grand Cathedral.
Sera loses interest in this conversation.
Yeah. Effie kind of lines up with Sera. Shall we go now? Leave Maelie to rest here while we go there and back.
Sure. She'll look at Seino. Would you like to come with us? I wanted to look at the plants.
I would like to
Oh,
look at
wait
Junior.
for me. Well,
Is it really
Weren't you
fun to just
tending
leave
to-
her here?
Maelie?
maybe I should come. Oh, wait, hold on.
She
Look
can't.
at me.
She can't.
She can walk. Well, not
She's
walk.
resting. Yeah.
Walks in. Taps her leg.
She kind of kicks to try and get whatever's touching her to go away.
Taps leg again.
Maelie rolls over grumpily and groans.
Lifts hat. You
Jesus.
just see a cloud looking at you.
in absolute silence.
And since it's only been a couple hours, she's still very haggard looking and very grumpy. What do you want? Not Luka.
In which she can't hear because you're in a
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not Luka gestures for Maelie to get up and leave. And gestures to the rest of the group.
Effie's gonna come and drag not Luka away from Maelie, knowing that the plan was to let her rest.
Maelie is going to look at the team and kind of like hold her hands out like a shrug, like, what do you expect from me?
He gets dragged a little bit, but then he does a motion of his hands, 2 hands together, laying down, not restoration, but rest.
What are you
Here?
doing? I can hear you. Why are you
No,
miming?
He's doing it towards
Why
Maelie.
are you miming?
Here, points down, or makes triangle motion, going up, to signify the ship.
Not Luka just doing some mad Tai Chi over here.
Maelie is going to roll her little blanket burrito just out of the circle, and she'll kind of like flop her head out of the circle of silence. What? I don't understand what your silly little hand signs mean.
We're going to the ship to make some things. Is there anything there that you want?
No.
You want to sit here and rest?
I like the silence, yeah.
Okay. I just
She'll
want to
come
make
over. And she's gonna scoop up Maelie, assuming she doesn't like try to punch her in the face.
sure.
Come on, Maelie. Let's put you in a real bed. She'll cast a look at these boys.
Ladies, before we go, is it possible one of you could give me do disguise if I go into the Oasis? New
Yes.
clothing, something of the regard. Oh, you can do this, Effie. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. You just what do you think?
Well, I think that you would look better if you chopped your hair off a little bit.
Whoa. You disgrace a man by cutting his hair.
No,
It is
no,
shameful.
no.
Not a nice thing to say to someone, Effie.
You would shamefully cut his glorious mane. Look at this man. He is perfect.
He'll swish
He will
it.
end up like me, and Seino pulls down his hood, and he's bald.
Ooh.
Effie
What are you
gasped.
talking about? You're
Ah.
beautiful.
Say, put it back on. Put
Even
it
your
back
head
on.
is older.
Effie's
You're not
blocking
shaving
her
it for his beauty.
with her hands.
It is
Ah.
cleanly shaved, okay? And he puts it back on.
Smooth like boulder.
Actually,
That's
Indeed.
my problem.
Havaris,
Yes.
I can't do that. I can only do that to myself. But what I can do, she takes out a little thing of lipstick, and she
Ooh.
starts drawing on his gem to turn it a nice magenta color.
That
He will. Okay, thank you for your help, Effie. Thank you. Yes.
See, now you're not the opal.
Oh yes, they will not. They will have no idea who I am now.
yeah, that'll last.
You
Yes.
look like you have a bloody spot in the middle of your face.
Mulu.
Santa will facepalm.
So much better. Look, and she gestures to Harvaris.
He has a blank look on his face.
But Thera will start to get impatient since she has something she wants to do. And she'll start casting. If you're coming, grab a tentacle.
See you soon.
Mhm.
Sock puppet hand grabs a
I'm
tentacle.
stuck.
Maelie just snuggles in the blanket and groans.
I'm stuck inside of not Luka. Help! Oh, there we go. Effie
Alright.
grabs a tentacle.
Okay, bye.
Oof. See that horse, Mulu?
Is that what it is?
I think that's what they call it, yes, but it's, they say, afflicted, yes.
Yes, the thing looks sick.
Yes, very much so. I've got a weakery. Let us get to work, my friend.
Alright.
Sick in the bed.
Hold on, because I gotta see if it's done.
The new ship.
Oh yeah, that
Oh
was
my
done a
God,
couple
oh
of
my
weeks
God, oh my
ago.
God.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God, oh my God, oh
Lolly,
my God.
Lolly, can you ask the question?
Oh shit, what was the question?
The one that you always ask Arcadum when we go back to the ship for the last month or two.
Has the ship been updated, Arcadum?
Oh,
I mean, we're gonna find out.
It's definitely been in the works.
Yeah, for a while.
It's pretty, well, the bits and pieces that we have seen.
My room got moved. Now I'm not next to the to the edge room of freaking the edgy room of Luka.
It just
To
got
be fair-
edgier.
I still get the aura through the bathroom.
Something ominous is in there, you don't know what.
My
Yeah.
favorite
Feels
part
weird.
is like Luka goes and cries in his room, and then Maelie cries in her room. So on either side, we just hear sobbing coming down the hallway.
Oh.
Oh.
The sobbing hall.
Yeah.
Good. Seer should have set up over there. Feasted on the sorrow of others.
and this is our garden that we set up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
We remodeled it. If you listen closely, you can hear the faint sounds of pure sadness coming through the wall.
It's good
For
for the
Luka's
thing.
more like you feel it.
Yeah.
He's not being like outwardly wailing in his room.
I like
No.
more thinking about if he is wailing and clown noises.
Nobody has time to sing to the plants, so crying will have to do.
it's 2 in 1. It's watering as well as singing.
Oh,
You're
baby.
so efficient. Nothing but efficient.
Okay. It is done and it looks awesome.
Yes!
Damn.
Let me change the map over.
Does it have
Dang.
2 floors, Arcadum?
Does it have what?
2 floors?
It does. It has a cargo.
Yes!
Oh!
Imagine the boys not seeing their new rooms.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Imagine staying behind.
We
Yeah.
shall never know.
We've got to get this temple in defensible order.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Imagine thinking Ayaz is afflicted.
He's
Rude!
got holes in his neck.
He's afflicted
got
by
neck holes.
cuteness.
They say addiction's a disease.
I mean, he is afflicted.
Horses have
Being
like
awesome.
inch wide pupil iris darkness. Yours is like a pinprick. A
Yeah.
little bitty dot.
You can see everything.
It's
Spoken like the man who did the art.
I had so much fun drawing Ayaza. I was just like, how do I make this horse look absolutely sick out of its brain? How drugged can I make a horse look? Doesn't just have ribs, he's got like neck ribs and butt
his ribs are made of cocaine.
That's my secret,
It-
Captain.
Yeah, that's his emergency
okay.
stash if he runs out.
He just breaks
He
a rib.
licks his own bones.
Ooh.
Flattens like a rat getting under a door. All the bones just collapse into a flat shape, wide like a sheet of paper.
He'd still probably be a cute horse. Even flat like a sheet of paper.
Pancake horse, it's like Tom and Jerry horse.
Pancake horse.
I
We just
wonder-
skin him, make him a rug.
Aww.
I wonder what Ayaza looked like before the fall of his addiction. Wasn't he like super cute? Like he had a luscious mane,
I'm-
You
beautiful
mean
sparkling eyes.
You mean session 1 of Ayaza, where Maelie met Ayaza, and he was like this
so
regal,
manly.
this regal steed.
He was still half drowned and like droopy, open, gaping maw and big eyes. He really didn't change that much.
Wet horse. Wet
Uh-huh.
horse.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like we need to have an intervention
Look,
for Maelie.
I very much enjoy the weird one. the coked out of his mind horse.
Right.
Which is why you made
We
him
all
that
love
way.
him.
We
A
all do.
thoroughbred of coke.
A thoroughbred of the cocaine.
Maelie would not be Maelie if she wouldn't be sitting on a cracked out horse.
Where's Moto? Is Moto with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Moto over here. Giant's gonna be awkwardly over here somewhere.
Oh, I forgot about our astral giant.
How
He's
could
just
Yeah,
sitting.
he's just sitting there. He's hanging out.
Did you guys
Trying
forget
not to get
feed,
his brain eaten.
forget to feed your giant?
Gonna
Gotta
eat
feed your
us.
pets, guys.
Gonna eat us
Yeah,
out of the house and home.
Yeah.
The poor guy is learning to accept the fact that the whale is just dead, and he will
Dead,
never
yep.
save
Yep.
him ever.
Edge of Twilight goes back to their ship and find out that all their fish are dead.
No.
What happens in Mass Effect when you don't feed them before every mission? They're gonna die.
What the fuck, Waymaker?
I'm just
The
saying.
abusive man kills your fish. It's not even
Yeah,
really your
you gotta buy that automatic fish feeder.
Are you telling me that a 1,000-year-old giant doesn't know how to feed himself?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know where the fridge is. Do you guys have a fridge?
We have a
Yeah,
very
it's
obvious
automatically
kitchen.
replenishing.
Maybe he doesn't know what a fridge is. That would be the more likely problem.
Starts chewing on cables and stuff. I don't know what giants eat.
He eats
Like
electricity.
half the ship is missing.
So you think he's
Yeah.
like a rabbit? Like what the fuck? He's just a goat eating everything?
Slowly eating his room bigger. Yeah.
When you don't feed him, he turns into Kirby.
Okay, let's go here.
Maybe it's a good thing Mulu's not on the ship.
Starts chewing on things.
Yeah.
I think we got another room that we can now set up new.
Like a cat,
Yeah.
chewing through all the, and he gets electrocuted and dies.
I've got the zoomies, guys. I gotta tear up a couch or something.
God,
Oh,
I can't wait for the day where we all chill in the in the ship and Mulu just starts like knocking profusely on Seino's door. It's time to fight. It's time to fight. It's time to fight.
Time to fight.
Alrighty, I am ready
Sure.
to load you guys up. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Yay!
Push your cup off the counter.
What if you push my bread off the counter? We got problems.
Just gentle
Bread.
bats. It's all about getting it right to the edge.
It's all fun and games when the
falls off.
bread falls is over.
I'm playing you guys this theme.
Do we have new music?
Music?
Ooh.
No, this is our old one.
Oh.
But it's
Yeah.
Don't get
Let
in
me turn it
between a
up.
gnome and his bread.
Yeah, this is our Edge of Twilight.
Oh
Yeah, this is
yeah.
the one where you turn it up.
Spirits. Yeah, Spirits Rise. Yeah, with the pan flute that goes hard.
Yeah.
You know what I kind of miss? I kind of miss Spider House theme.
Spider
Aw.
House. Oh,
I
Spider
do love
House
our
theme.
travel music though.
Died
Yeah,
with the Spouter
that's
House.
No, don't say
No, our
things.
Spider House is still there, just waiting for somebody to
Flying back
come
off the
across
mountain.
it.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this is actually more appropriate though, with how this place looks now.
Yes.
Sweet
Nice.
lord! All right, big shout out to the map makers. They did something awesome here. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, enter
Getting ready to.
the
go ahead.
astral harpy.
Getting ready to stay at 99.
99.
I'm in.
99.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
And they
Oh, it
pop
looks
colorful.
off.
cool.
it looks so sick.
why am I old versioned?
I am also old.
I don't
I'm
know.
also
I don't know.
old-fashioned.
It has. I've transferred your tokens, and that's what the art did. I don't know.
Can you just swap to your other art?
No,
Right,
I don't
right
have
click.
that.
I don't have
Oh.
that set up.
I
Me
do,
either.
because
How do
I'm
you get
cool.
that?
You gotta have someone do it for you.
Okay, kick the boys out. Kick them out of the ship.
Yeah, get out of here.
Effie pushes them out of the airlock. Effie presses the decontamination button.
Ooh,
Shake
I
yourself
forgot
off.
this tickles.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold
Okay,
up.
I forgot
Wait
you
a
started
minute.
moving.
Got a gym.
Fine,
Oh my god.
Fine. How about this?
Oh,
Oh,
I lack
Oh.
permissions to update my
Uh,
token.
There.
Good.
Oh yeah, nice.
Put her in my arms.
Unfortunately, I can't copy paste Eliza because it's using the old art, which I'm not allowed to use.
That's okay.
I can't get it to change over. But anywho, hey, what is he doing here? Get out of here.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so anyway, as you press the button, the door will open.
Does anything get
Home
decontaminated
sweet
off of us?
home.
Does what?
Do we get any special decontaminations? Any extra buzzing?
Oh yeah.
Were we super contaminated?
You
That's what I'm trying to ask.
were incredibly contaminated.
Oh.
Wow, guys,
With
this is the
dust.
ship that we've had since a month or two ago. This is so like being back home, like when we got this ship upgraded on Arist.
Oh yes, we have chairs, and he just points out to the plush chair.
We've had those for a couple months.
Oh, they just appeared, or I just noticed them.
You just noticed them.
What are you trying to make fun of the fact that the map wasn't done yet? I don't understand what you're doing right now. Like, what, like,
No, I'm storylining this for you.
Yeah,
In
they're
character.
talking non-meta.
okay. Enjoy, players.
It looks
Here will
really
Princess
cool.
carry Maelie all the way down the hallway, around into Maelie's room. She'll push the door open. Does it just open,
Oops.
Essie?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
door's open for you. Like, it's your
not
ship.
I was asking Essie if Maelie would have locked it.
I mean, I would have, but I'm also right here. I just kind of wave at the door and it's fine.
Okay, there you go.
She'll push it open.
Ooh, I haven't actually seen your rooms. Look at this. Look at this.
They're
cute-
so
She's little
fun.
flowers on her.
She'll come over here and she'll very carefully deposit Maelie in her burrito blanket onto her bed.
Hmm.
Do you need anything?
No, not right now.
Well, I'll check on you later.
And I actually haven't seen the map yet. I'm just gonna do a quick
It's
little.
so
So cool.
cool.
I'm
We
gonna
have
do-
Thank
drinks
you.
dispensers. Say
I'm gonna do a
Show,
quick
show,
little look.
show all the rooms. Yeah.
So
The
you guys
rooms
have
are cool.
You guys have a med
Yeah.
bay. You guys
Looks
got
so
Mhm.
good.
your rooms over here. Each of them stylized. What is this?
It's
the
the
garden.
garden.
That's the garden. Yeah. This.
That's
Luka.
Luka's room.
That's which one's Luca's.
That's,
This.
Let's see if you
Seino.
can guess.
that's
Yeah,
Seino,
let's
right?
see if
Yeah.
Arcadum can
Yeah.
guess.
Seino.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Are these the two boys' rooms? Two new guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
I'm gonna go with Harvaris and Mulu. Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see. Garden's there. Oh, the boys are on one side. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
All the
Yeah.
boys.
And then the girls over here. Let's see. Sera, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Maelie.
cracked open that wall.
The bathroom. I also like she knocked down a wall and made
Yep.
2 rooms.
Yep.
Effie, obviously, flowers and shit.
Mhm.
Little violet there. Yeah,
It looks so
it
good.
looks really good, man.
Look
Yup.
at the helm.
Oh man, I like
It
the
looks
engine.
so
Like,
so good.
I know this doesn't really matter that much for story, but look at this. This engine is sick. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
The caveman
Wait.
in me is like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, also, there's a second floor, guys. If you want to go check it out.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Of
How does
course.
that work?
Hold on,
I
let me
was
look-
gonna go find the Lollipop Guild anyways,
Let
so
me go look at the bridge real quick. Man, that looks awesome.
Oh, quite posh from our travels.
That looks
Oh,
awesome.
this
hold
map
on,
is
hold
so
on,
sick.
Hold on. There's one more finishing touch that I have to add. Here in the vents, hidden away,
Uh huh.
beyond
Yeah.
everyone else's sight.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Lucky.
They'll never find me here in the ventilation shaft. Okay.
I like the idea that occasionally we might hear skittering in the
Skitter.
vents.
Well, skittering and then haha.
Okay.
My
Alright,
favorite
so-
thing is too, like Effie still has eggs on her from that encounter.
Oh, you're clutch!
Yeah.
All right. So a couple other things. These are the elevators that take you to the next floor. You guys want to go check it out? I got it loaded.
Yeah.
up for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh.
Effie's
Come on.
finding the
Please.
Lollipop Guild anyways, so
I mean, I assume Seino is getting brought with Effie because
Yeah,
Lollipop
Effie-
Guild is obviously
will
the
chew on
known
this
territory.
chair.
What a good boy.
All right, here we go. And now you guys get to see your second floor. Oh, let me space you guys. Teleport.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
The Lollipop Guild, my own personal guild.
What do you mean yours?
Mine!
In the heart, it's mine. You will never take away my guild.
You will never take my freedom.
All right.
You may be the
guys
guild
loaded?
leader by paper, but I'm
99.
99.
99.
Pause, champ.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause.
Waiting for
All right,
Ryan.
I'm in.
Ooh. Wow, in.
All right.
Oh, it's
Oh,
got
look at the
stables.
salad bar.
So you get to the second floor.
Whoa.
This is
Yo.
this is one of the two canteens. There's obviously grown vegetables and stuff there. There's some
Everything
grapevines.
Arcadum hates IRL.
What? I like broccoli.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Good.
That's
Oh,
green.
Luka's not up here.
They're literally little trees. What are you talking about?
That's green.
Anyway, so there's some grapes growing here as well. More canteen stuff. Come up here and you'll enter the hangar where you guys can
Ooh.
store cargo, as well as other smaller ships whenever this ship gets big
Ooh.
enough.
Cool.
Ooh, we have a stable.
This is your Yeah, you could store other vehicles in here if you wanted to, like ground
Effie, fleet.
Pounder.
like you could
I'm here
store
for it.
you could store ground vehicles in here and stuff like that. There's the cargo bay door for it. There's a brig now. They added a brig,
Ooh.
which
Prisoners!
is awesome. So now you guys
Slaves!
have prisoners.
Slaves.
All right, and over here there are barracks. Whenever you guys get like soldiers and other crew,
Ooh.
We got all that
Lollipop
Lollipop Guild.
another canteen, and yeah, the Lollipop Guild is all kind of spread out through here, kind of working, and VO is in here.
Yeah.
Luka would have been here. He just walked out, but he's not on the map. It's okay.
Stables. Very good.
Very cool.
Effie's holding on to Seino, looking for gobbledygook.
Oh, and you have stables for the fucking horses.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
And I will.
Where does a unicorn like to sleep?
It's
That's a
a
good
horse.
question.
It just sleeps standing up like a
A
horse.
unicorn would be happy in a stable. He's not
Yeah.
like, oh, this is beneath me.
I mean, he could. I mean, it's a pretty good looking stable. It's got vines and
Okay.
grapes. And
Okay.
stuff.
He's a horse.
Oh.
Cool, we didn't piss off the unicorn.
What do we do with the poo? Does it go into the garden?
Do
Kills the
unicorns
ship.
poo?
Glitter.
Yeah. No, they
The
they
shit glitter?
shit. Actual shit. They are a horse. They're just a magic horse with a horn.
They're so
There's
horny.
prestidigitation dead away because they're too cool for that.
Okay. And let me go grab.
Effie's kind of like placing an arm on Seino's shoulder, so she's kind of like crouching and walking.
Alright,
Seino,
and-
on the way here, would ask, what is the purpose? What are we trying to get here?
We're trying to get. They've been working at the alchemical station since they got on the ship. I'm trying to see what wares they have ready for us.
That makes sense.
Come on in.
Effie still with a hand on Seino's shoulder, kind of like kneeling, walking. Hey, gobbledygook.
He'll look up. He'll look over to Seino.
Greetings. And
Guten
he salutes.
Morgen, mein Bruder.
Yeah, Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen,
And
mein Bruder.
He dabs him up like, and there's
No
like the
much
loudest clap imaginable, like the freaking perfect dab up.
I
Celestial.
forgot what
dab.
he looked like. No, look at the beard.
Hey, leave his beard alone, okay?
Very
So
efficient.
clean. Such a fresh cut.
Yeah.
So fresh and so clean.
Ah, how can I help you? As you have returned much sooner than I thought you would.
We want to inquire what your research has brought us.
Currently,
Any advancements?
Currently, we have been studying the unique ley line signature of Band. I will say that my fellow gnomes have been most interested in trying to determine how it might be retransported into our engines. There is a belief that Band's soil is particularly reductive of the mana. Perhaps we may even be able to extract it directly from the soil. It is unclear. There is also high amounts of void contamination throughout different sections of the soil. Preliminary scans from Reconnaissance have revealed that there is quite a bit of sickness in the land, not so much as to be concerned for the planetary sigil as a whole, but there is definitely something to be said about its ability to produce its own crops. However, strangely enough, the leylinic powers of Band seem to be potent enough to bypass this corruption. In fact, I dare say that what we are looking at when you look out at Band is the evidence of someone living with a terrible illness and thriving despite it. Still, the nearby area is closer to a wasteland than it isn't. We've been focusing our efforts on trying to extract the value in the land so that we may fabricate something of use. But, that being said, a few promising accolades that I can show you are the following. And he will pull out a piece of parchment and will hand it to Seino.
Is it written in Gnomish?
It is.
Of course it is. He will take the parchment.
It is one singular long word.
Oh no. What is the word?
I'm not even gonna try.
Oh my god.
It's Heidewitzka. That's what it is.
Yeah, of course.
Heidewitzka. Anyway, as you take a closer look, you can see that. Let's see here. What do I actually do? They are currently trying to develop a potion/tonic that, when applied onto an item or by an imbiber, that can provide temporary attunement to digital space, meaning detect digital, which could be very useful.
Interesting.
Yeah, Seino would read it and will say it basically to Effie because she understands obviously the digital more than I do. Apparently this is some kind of digital detection that they're trying to figure out in potion format.
Effie nods and kind of claps slightly and steeples her fingers. Good job, Gobbledygook.
I actually did have something I wanted to bring up to you, Bruder, if you don't mind.
I would never mind.
Well, it would seem, as he kind of continues, that there is a lot of metal strewn about the nearby area. I wanted to propose, if you and your companions were willing to allow such, that the guild and I could attempt expeditions out into the surrounding area to try and extract some of these salvageable parts and bring them back onto the ship for experimentation. It would be perhaps dangerous, but I don't believe it should be any problem, something that we couldn't handle, at the least. Although, not many amongst my guild are capable warriors or even close to their such. I was wondering, do you think it is possible for us to perhaps use local mercenaries to insulate any problems we might have while you and your companions are besetting the planet's foibles and woes?
Seino will look at Effie while he was also explaining that. I believe that acquiring such unique metals from this planet would be quite the benefit to us, probably in the long run. That definitely seems like a worthy quest to pursue, but I don't know how well you're gonna get mercenaries on this planet. You see, on this planet, the people are not quite fond of, let's say, newcomers, which is quite the problem.
We can his beard and nod.
Yeah, there's a chance that if my companions and I will look further into the different places. Currently, we're in a place that is called Oasis. There's a possibility that we might come fond of a group that might not be that hostile as the usual people here. Maybe that is some kind of way we could work around this. He will look at Effie for more intel.
Effie kind of nods and looks at Gobbledygook. Well, here's also the thing. I see the value in going out and getting this metal, salvaging it, seeing what you guys can experiment on. I'm trying while I'm here to talk to Akanakoris, see if we can't get the ship closer to where we're kind of staked out in Oasis. I know that initially when we landed, this is the safest spot for us. We might shift the ship if at all possible. So let me talk to Akanakoris, figure out that situation, and we'll regroup.
Gobbledygook will nod. In that case, I shall recall my guild to ensure that none are left behind. Whenever you think it is safe, I shall approach the proposition of expeditions again.
Sounds good, Bruda.
Have you any chance any one of the guild around to make us some basic potions? We're planning to do another mission soon, and we need a resupply of some potions and some syringes.
I will admit that our supplies are comparatively meager as to what your needs may be, but I'm sure that we could scrape together something. Did you have any preference as to what you needed?
Effie looks at the invisible party that are most likely in their character sheets right now for guidance.
What?
Uh-huh.
Good one.
She's looking for intel of what you guys need as potions.
Oh, really? I couldn't figure that out.
Hey.
I'm more amused at the, so I got what I wanted and now I don't know what else.
What? No, I know what I want. I'm just making sure that I'm all encompassing what everybody else needs.
It's a shame that wasn't asked before we left the guys. Bye!
Got him.
Well, what I'm essentially asking is for you, Lolly, because you're the one that wanted syringes, and I don't know what exactly you would like.
Do you want to just skip it and I can just tell you out of character?
Sure. Or Effie kind of peeks out of the corner and yells, "Hey, Sera! Sera!
Sera.
Mein Bruder does she not know that we have intercom?
Sera!
Yeah. He will like lean in with Gobbledygook. Sometimes I think
Are you speaking
like
in Gnomish?
Yes, of course.
Well.
Oh my god, okay. Naja, manchmal denke ich, sie vergisst einfach, dass sie der Pilot dieses Schiffes ist.
Ah, yeah, that's perfect.
You just hear the freaking echo from all the metal, just Sera. So some people at the end of the corner, like some of the Gobbledygook group, just getting like their ears shot because of all the echoes from all the different
Sera,
places.
you hear a soft Sera through the vent.
Ah, good. Good. It's not a month without that. Ah.
Sera!
Is she in here?
Sera!
No.
It's Fraud.
La da 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 dee.
Sera!
Oh, must be because. Oh, I'm getting closer.
Sera!
Is any of this sound traveling upstairs?
Oh yeah. You are being disturbed.
Maybe
You should be
rolls
concerned
out
of the
of her
wails
bed
of
with
ladies
a
upstairs.
thud and kind of scooches across the floor towards her desk and throwing one hand up on the desk will hit the orb. Be like, shut up! Y'all are being too fucking loud and I need to rest.
Oh my god, she caused to be.
Sera will get closer with the last of it and she'll respond back with blah, 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 blah. You called.
Yeah, so remember how you said, like, you know, you're low on supplies and stuff? So, Gobbledygook here can make us a handful of things.
Oh, can he? She'll slither on over.
Shrugs.
Do you have a menu?
Well, I suppose here.
He's a gnome. Of course he has a menu. He has
She'll
everything
immediately
listed.
sit in this chair.
If he does not have everything listed, I am disappointed.
5 first level spells, 3 second level spells, 1 third level spells in terms of leveled potions.
Oh, 5 first. Say again for the second.
5 first, 3 second, 1 third.
Okay. Good. Are all those in potion format, or can any be syringes?
They can be in syringes as well.
Beautiful.
And that's like relative level, so like haste potions are third, so on and so on.
I got you. I will do that later.
And are healing potions just basic, like, first?
Basic healing potions are first, greater healing potions are second, and superior are third.
Sounds good. Effie kind of gives a salute to Gobbledygook and says, I shall commune with Iconochorus and let you know if we shall be moving.
He'll nod.
He will hold out his hand for another handshake for
Gobbledygook will dab up Seino.
Yeah, hell yeah. And wir sehen uns. And
Wir sehen uns. Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah. Auf Wiedersehen. And
I'm getting pretty good at this.
Yeah. Your pronunciation is getting better. I'm impressed. Your gnomish is getting quite understandable. My lord, your gnomish is improving.
God, please. It's improving quite dramatically.
Oh, my lord, your gnomish is improving, my lord.
My name is not Luka. Not
Wait,
Luka. As you stand in front of the elevator, pressing it, you will see your party appear on the other side.
Oh, I was trying to figure out how to work this thing. You kept pressing all the buttons. Nothing happened.
I think it is broken.
the thing is spazzing out.
Sera gives him a high five as she just, tentacles past.
How was it up there?
Oh! You'll collect handsome.
It was nice grouping back with
Seino, this chair is damaged.
What do you mean this chair's damaged?
It's covered in handsome bites.
Oh no, I believe I have something for that. Checks cleric spell list.
Seino will channel his inner gnome and try to fix the chair.
Oh no, don't worry, I have mending.
Ooh!
All you young folks with your magic. There's nothing better than some good old handwork.
Oh, Christ.
Mending's verbal component. Meow.
There you go. Should be fixed.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Alright. You approach the bridge.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
I press the button to conjure Iconochorus.
This is something I really like. So this sphere is perfectly sized for Iconochorus' token.
Yeah!
Oh, that's satisfying. Look at this.
Very nice.
So satisfying.
Very good. Greetings, Giga Captain.
Hey, buddy. So I know that when we were coming here,
Updating designation, buddy.
Effie nods in solidarity. So she goes on. When we were landing here, I know that all of our reports showed us that this is probably the best area, but we've kind of shifted our base, to here, and she kind of points on her map of where the temple is in Oasis. According to your scans, is there any way we can get closer to not have to have such a big distance between us?
Affirming query. Scanning location. Calculating route. Determining variant danger protocols. Assertion complete. This one believes that it will have a 22% chance of failure in current transit.
Effie kind of nods.
In addition, this one's presence will surely alert all angels within Oasis to its presence. Their reactions may be violent.
Effie kind of manga S's at that. All right, well, sounds like this is probably the best bet for us, and we'll keep shuttling back and forth.
Proposal. If angels of Oasis were removed or subjugated, only the travel to Oasis initially would be endangered.
Effie nods. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Update. Voidka levels increasing in Oasis. You'll see 2 charts pop up, and you'll see that it's a minor increase, but noticeable. Current trajectory, and it will show you over 3 weeks the Voidka levels increasing. Population density will be reduced by 5 to 10%, and you'll see it all kind of mapped out for you.
Can I see what the level was like yesterday?
So on a scale from 1 to 100, it was about 10, and now it's 13.
Okay, got you. Okay.
So it's a minor shift, but one that, if continues, will kill these people.
Effie doesn't necessarily care, but in your banks, do you have any recommendations on how to deal with Voidka leak?
You'll see a bunch of information pop up. Methods in which to clean it, to seal it, and to properly house it.
Effie looks at that information.
Well, yeah, it demonstrates that you have to wear special suits to approach it. You have to seal it in an appropriate casing, which there are several materials that are listed. You just need to do it. For some reason, it's leaking, and you have to find where the leak is if you want to stop it.
Got you. Okay. Effie nods in approval. Thank you, Econochorus. Has there been any potential communication relays to us since I've been gone?
No messages have been received, although there have been presences attempting to contact the vessel. I have attempted to keep our location discreet. I have not responded to these arrays. Do you want me to respond to them?
No. Has there been any signature attached to them?
None detectable, although one of them was quite potent in strength. An angel several times beyond my kin.
most likely Hades. It's better we do not let those in.
Affirmative. This one will continue stealth protocols.
Effie nods. Well, I don't assume that our communications have been upgraded so that way we can maintain long-distance communication.
Negative. Additional challenge. If instruments were powerful enough, there is interference from other angelic forces. It will start to pull up angels that are interfering with that. 1 second. Here. Shit. There. Let's see here. Alright, and the listed angels you see are... Beatorn and Spark.
Got ya. And Effie nods towards her buddy Econochorus. Is there anything else in your databanks to tell me how Voidka affects angels?
Information will appear. You'll see that Voidka is served as a power source to angels. Its effect provides them more energy. In large quantities, if the angel is incapable of having the capacity for such an energy, it can damage them as well. But generally speaking, it is a power source.
Got you. So I can deduce that as the Voidka leaks to the angels of Oasis, that they might be getting powerful. More powerful, I should say.
Possibly. It's more likely that their energy source is leaking out into the populace. It's not so much that it's not available to them or even increasing to them. It's that it's we'll call it exhaust is not being properly cared for.
Got you. Okay. Then Effie turns back to Econochorus and kind of gives him a little salute. Thank you for all of your hard work, buddy.
At your service, Giga Captain.
And Effie goes to...
Meanwhile, Luka visits Maelie.
Not Luka.
Sorry, not Luka.
He, in between all that, for Effie, Luka prepared some tea and it came over and came to Maelie's room. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you went away.
I'm here.
He comes in and then places the cup of tea just on your desk. Something tells me you would have wanted this. At least he said so.
He?
Me?
Oh, you. Well, I guess. Is it like sleep flavored?
I don't think sleep has a flavor, but there's chamomile in there.
That'll be good enough, I guess. You want to, move it over to the chest so I don't have to get out of bed other time? Please?
I'm sure. Just wherever the chest is.
Yeah, this thing, I think.
Oh, this? Okay, he places it on there. And as promised, I'll leave. But once you feel up to it, you can go to the med bay, and once I have more strength, we can see something about recovering your charm.
Uh-huh. How about... well, no, that would mean waking me up again. Yeah. Well, either you tell me when you're feeling strong enough, or I guess next time I get annoyed enough to get out of bed, I'll come find you, okay?
I prefer the latter. That way I may not end up pissing you off. Now go rest now.
Bound to be pissed off either way. Thank you, bye.
You're welcome. Close the door. All right. Knock, 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 knock.
Sera's just having a consultation about evil things. She's planning her invasion.
You just hear a sense
Evil
of knocking
council.
at the door.
She'll gesture for
Is
Bright
that
Eyes to
you,
get the door.
handsome?
Her butler.
Oh, let me go get Bright Eyes. We're gonna over here.
Luka takes his staff and like kind of shoves it under the door to see if he tries to nibble on it. Don't destroy that too much.
Opens door. Yes.
Oh, hello. Bright Eyes, right?
Yes.
He kind of peeks past him. I just want to come back about the whole plan thing and gardening. Or are you busy?
Bright Eyes will look over at Sera.
She'll slow blink. Put down her... Would they have like, what are their writing implements? Like quills?
Quills, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Put down her favorite quill. We'll resume this later. You can eat anything you want, she says to Handsome.
Handsome will try to eat Bright Eyes. Bright Eyes will slap him away. That's awesome.
All right, so what
she'll
are
walk
you
to the
thinking
bathroom
of
door.
fabricating?
Well, she'll produce the what is? Let's see. Let me go find the
That's a
name of
big
it.
word for me.
The super potion that we have. God, what's the name of that thing?
Fabricating.
Oh,
So
timeless
adequate.
apology. There we go. She'll produce the timeless apology, and she'll also produce the Lazarus formula. These
Oh, I
are-
remember these.
Two of the most powerful potions I've seen in a bottle. I thought perhaps we could. Well, we took all the plants needed for this one, the timeless apology. But I thought perhaps we could try to, well, reverse this Lazarus one.
Well, considering new upgrades. Above board. Arcadum, would that be in the med bay? Or which room specifically could I go into? Or we could try to get into the potion making business.
You have a fabricator.
Oh,
Fuck
where
yeah.
is that?
That's right here.
I think
Oh,
it's
wait. Wait, the foundry extractor? Oh, okay.
Right here. There you go. This is your fabricator. Remember you guys
Huge
bought
3D
this?
printer.
Yeah.
You guys
I
bought
know.
this.
We got this and the alchemy thing, right? Those are the two?
Yeah.
Well, there is the plant. I think this is the. Maybe this is the.
I know we have an Omega crafting station.
That's the
Mhm.
that's the fabricator. I think this is the alchemy place.
Okay.
Because I thought that room was for all the extractions and metals and
Well,
stuff like that.
This is. I think this is the alchemy line. So there you go.
Yeah.
Here we'll go on a date with the clown to a bathroom.
Ooh, excuse me. He puts down Spike.
Seino will hear
It's
slight
Seino, make a
rustling from the
perception
yeah.
Seino, there's people doing gardening stuff, and you weren't invited.
0
again.
or 2.
Is there a shelf here?
Yeah.
Like, there's a shelf anywhere?
There's everything you need in an alchemy chamber,
Okay.
so.
She would very carefully put the timeless elixir here and the Lazarus one there.
I
Alright.
assume there's a console in this room?
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Maybe tend to
come
the
down here.
garden.
She'll just put him on the door.
Alright, you walk in, Seino is dressing, maybe? Doing something?
No, I'm attending to Junior. I'm
okay.
giving him some of Seino's blood. Feeding him, and he has some bread.
Oh,
Which is-
das lollipop, gilden, lollipop.
You're absolutely approves of bleeding on a cactus. Would you like
It's
to...
not a cactus, it's mushrooms.
I'm bleeding
It's
on a mushroom.
it's very screamy mushrooms. I'm feeding them, and they're like, ah!
Maelie.
Would you like to come with, not Luka and I?
What are you guys doing?
We're trying to reverse the Lazarus formula.
Does that mean I'm invited for gardening?
You're always invited, Seino.
I'm in.
Yay!
Just scoop in, and then
The
all
happy
three of them-
ending.
Well, with all three of us, this is quite small.
I mean, maybe for you two.
Yeah. Seino actually can't see, not Luka.
Sera just towers as a giant tentacle lady, all like 6'4" of her.
Alright, where's the console on this thing?
Bleep bloop, bleep, bleep bloop, bleep.
Bloop, bloop. Right here.
She's just Luka's just randomly pressing buttons. Bleep, bloop, 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 bloop.
I'm pretty sure there's this weird spirally thing that gives you good instructions and help.
Seino has a quick realization. Maybe I should leave. maybe I chose the wrong room. Looks at the wall that is very thin.
This contraption isn't working.
Sera, do you have any idea how this works?
Would you like me to give it a go?
Oh yes, please. He takes a step.
She'll try to like squirm around him, 100% intentionally, just grabbing his foot and trying to tickle his toes.
I imagine him doing limbo, like below the tentacles.
Tickle his toes. Ooh!
Wait, Luka, not Luka, you were here. Seino's like surprised.
Oh yes, I've been here the whole time. Did
Oh,
not
I
hear my
haven't
voice?
seen you.
Oh, so
I was distracted by the beep boop beep boop boop boop.
All right, Sera, make me an Arcana check.
Okay. I will happily do that.
Well, your knowledge of basic Taladonic runes, and you will turn off the self-destruct function of the alchemical laboratory.
Turn that one off right there, dear.
And you will reboot the system, and then now you're able to use it.
In our gorgeous cursive, she'll put a "Do not touch" by the self-destruct button, and she'll put hyphen "will blow up."
Oh, it's much clearer now.
Ooh, I thought that was a mushroom, not an explosive cloud.
She'll then take her. She does not want to mess with the timeless apology one yet, since that's like the super advanced.
Yeah.
But she will take the Lazarus one, and she'll put it under a microscope. Like what?
You just put it in the system, and it'll
Good.
analyze the substance.
Good. I am so out of my depth as a IRL player.
All right.
I have no idea how chemistry works.
All right. You place the Lazarus, or rather, you take out the ingredient of it, the actual catalyst, and put it inside, and it starts to scan it.
Good.
Slowly, over time,
Appears over.
different pieces will start to appear, depicting its alchemical makeup.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Half of them are unknown substances. The other
Okay.
half are more basic alchemical ingredients like water, a little bit of sulfur, things like that.
Half are unknown. Half are basic.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? Like we talking like 3+ are unknown.
14.
Are
Oh
unknown.
wow. Okay.
14 unknown. Are they unknown to Sera or just
To the
unknown?
system.
Oh, okay, to the
Oh,
system.
okay.
And this was put here from Eris, so
Mm-hmm.
is it sufficient to say it's fairly advanced?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll report on that. There are 14 different components in that Lazarus formula that are unknown to the system. Most likely due to it being from, well, another sector. She'll start to look excited.
Oh, that might make making another one of those much more difficult.
Let me try another.
Sounds quite interesting, though.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
stick in her superior healing syringe.
Oh, you're switching them out?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Superior Healing Syringe. This pops up with no unknown ingredients. The ingredients are pretty straightforward. The basic alchemical supplies. There is some dust components as well, capital D dust.
Oh.
And also there are some Essence of Life, which is pretty easy to extract from a living creature if you have the capacity.
Ooh! Which she totally does. I have an essence extractor!
Yes. So,
Okay.
it's pretty straightforward. You could reproduce that syringe.
Okay, she'll pop that out. I'm getting pretty comfortable with this. She's going to take a different approach. She will take her preserved Zatkel human heart and put that in there. And she wants to go the other way. With this component, what could be made?
Okay, so scanning it. It is. Let's see. Zatkel's.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we're going to do crafting.
Zatkel.
Medical crafting.
So the Zatkel heart is the essence of. Can be used to produce. Black fire properties.
Oh.
Fire property.
I have a damn clue what that means.
I'm like slowly. I'm writing these down on sticky notes, guys.
Can we expand on that at all, Arcadum?
Yeah.
Blackfire Properties is a unique property to Zatkel that specifically deals with the burning and disillusionment and dispelling of faith-based magic.
Oh.
Blackfire is a magic source of concentrated atheism.
Oh my god.
It's perfect for not Luka!
No, do not.
I can't use
Do not
those.
touch that. That's not
I can't. I lose like literally my whole entire class if he touches that.
Don't do that. That's
I'm
bad.
sorry, I was making a joke about atheism.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's more agnosticism.
I'm a clown.
Yes.
Perhaps this could be very useful if we face off. Well, the band populace seem to worship those angels. She says it more to herself than anything else. She'll take it out and she'll actually put that on a shelf. And for her final thing to do the reverse one, she'll take one of her incredibly delightful collection of blood and dog barking. And she'll actually put the bottle of Yojiro So Blood on there. That one.
Yojiro? Oh, that guy.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta see what's at the door.
So blood. Okay. Bork, bork, bork.
Alright, let's see here. I have to look that up real quick.
Just 3 alchemy nerds.
Yeah. What I'm most concerned about is getting some of these components. I'm pretty sure we sold the capital D dust, right?
Well,
We can convert.
it was kind of a currency, right? So
With
maybe
big
big
money.
money can create it? Like,
Okay,
converted?
so Yojiro So's blood is just human blood, which is what it registers as.
Yep.
It can be
What can be
used in
made with it?
the things that human blood can be used in. It can be used in spells. It can be used in the Bane properties You can use it for potent viscera in order to pay the material cost for that. It can be used to be made with whatever human blood is used to be made with.
On that note,
Pretty much
Seino would
anything.
perk up.
Oh, yes.
Seino would pull out the cup that he just used to feed Junior with, which still has gnome blood in it, so his blood, and he will like, would you mind checking this? I just want to see if the results are any different, and he gives you the cup.
Oh, and I also have something.
Do we pass forward like a conga
Yeah.
line?
Yeah, I give it to
Like,
Luka. Luka
like
goes.
the-
Yes!
And then
Yes.
Luka will conga line also the injector flower potion that he's had with him this whole time.
Eh. She'll put the injector flower potion in first.
Injector flower potion.
I'm gonna make a section called crafting.
Yeah.
Heading 3.
I guess Seino would also give the invigatory syringe to see what it needs to be crafted.
I'm curious if there's
Oh, the thing
anything
from the
in there.
tram.
Yes, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
All right. As that's scanned, you will see error, caution. Contagious substance detected.
What was this from again, guys?
This was from the tram when we
And
were
then you will see
fighting.
that the parameter of eyeless one detected.
Oh. Cyril squints at it. Not looking, you've handed me a piece of the eyeless.
Well, yes, we've had this for a while.
Softly in the vents. Ha ha!
The thing is, I wondered if there were components of this that may be useful if extracted carefully.
Would she know the word virus, Arcadum?
Yeah.
Perhaps in the way of a virus.
Yes. With our systems, maybe we might be able to extract something, but I don't know if this is advanced enough.
I would not want to test that within our ship. If it is loose, well, the risk is high.
That is fair. I could still hold on to it for the meantime, excuse me.
She'll quickly pull it out and very carefully hand it back.
Giving it to the clown. It's just funny to me.
Ooh, it's time to play Resident Evil.
He
She'll-
pockets it.
She'll pop the gnome blood in.
Gnome blood still reads much the same as human blood in its applications, although it does have less variety of applications, because human blood is more malleable. But it does have a unique application, and that is to dream-like substances, incorporeal, ghost fire, things like that.
Ghost fire.
Ghost fire is, it deals with incorporeal undead.
Oh, okay. Ghost fire.
I know your blood can be used specifically for the incorporeal, for the dream.
That makes a lot of sense.
For ghosts, I suppose.
Hmm.
What is the likelihood we'll be going against ghosts?
Not zero.
Well, there was that lich that I wanted to preferably speak with. I wonder if you'd have any around there.
Probable.
Yeah, he
If
would
he's
hand
not
you the
threatening.
invigatory syringe,
Oh!
the one that increases Constitution for 4. By
She will
4
say
for
out
1
loud.
hour.
Ooh. I'm glad you kept
It's
one. Boop!
it's my last one.
It has much of the same components that many of the other potions have, base. However, it seems that it has the essence of... let's see here. Let's see. This is the invigorating one, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see that it has essence of life, and it also has permutations of magic within it for the enhancement of ability. A heavily transmutation presence of spellcasting.
Is she then able to almost expand on that? Because we had a couple of others, so instead of enhancing Constitution, Intelligence.
Yep, it can be used for all of them. All the attributes.
Oh, that's good to know.
This is
Very
basically
good
just a
save.
variant of the same core mixture.
Very good save, Seino. We can now make any syringe to enhance any ability. She'll hand it back to him.
Very
He
useful.
will pocket it. Yeah,
Gives it
I figured that if it increases my ability to take hits, I would say, I think it can be used for many different parts of expertise. So I'm glad I still had one over from the fight.
Anything else you would like examined? Otherwise, I will look at the catalog of what's available.
I
Well,
have nothing else.
Well, I have the ambrosia syringe too. I've never found any more use of it. It's the one that increases your poison resistance almost to the max. And he hands it to her.
She'll pop it in. She wants to see what lines up with poison resistance.
Yeah.
You can see-
It's the one. It gives immunity.
You can see that there are base listings of most potion ingredients, but there are also a heavy focus on different funguses, antibodies, and what appears to be the essence of life and abjuration magic.
It makes sense. Really, it's about fungus. She
Quite
handed it back.
fitting. He will pocket it.
Well, she'll then hit a couple of buttons. She'll try to bring up the catalog. She's looking for, just to make it easy on you, Arcadum, she'll go for the most powerful things this thing can make.
It can make... I mean, are you looking for things it can make that you don't have the materials for?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a scope.
I'd have to write out there hundreds of things it can make.
Oh,
Could you give it to me maybe in like spell level?
It can make up to the equivalent of 5th level spells.
Okay. Okay.
So that's elixir level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I have one elixir.
Basically,
Oh.
basically anything that you have encountered that does not have an unknown ingredient, like, navigator shit, it could probably make.
Okay.
I will hand over the elixir of glory that I still have. You can look for the components of this.
Sure. She'll pop that in if they could mimic it.
I've been keeping it for quite a while now.
Elite basic potion ingredients, highest quality, and essence of glory,
Essence of glory.
which I believe your character has encountered before.
She'll then filter it to the potions it can make based off of what's in this room.
What do you guys have in this room?
There were those 3 plants we brought back from the Conocoris place.
Yeah, Junior is one of them.
bike.
I've got those notes somewhere. Let me look it up.
Yeah. I think it was the cactus, the mushroom, and the...
Effie has maple.
Yeah, what was maple again?
Maple.
Is that the weeping one?
Sorry's.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Is this would this be better if we kind of made a list of what we wanted and then sent it to Arcadum to potentially do offline?
Well, if the question
Yeah,
is what
that's where I'm getting to.
what you have, then I can tell you what you can make. But
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
this thing has a repository of Eris knowledge, so it has
Right.
A lot.
basically I could sit here and take me hours to go through all of it. So it's just kind of like I think it is easier to tell me what you want. I will tell you what you have access to, and then what you could have access to, and I can just make you a list. I think it's a lot easier to do it that way.
Primarily what I'm trying to get at, so we took those 3 plants that are from very different planets. Quirg. I wish I had it in front of me. It's somewhere in our notes.
I'm
I know
looking for them.
the one that has where it's raining all the time, like the desert one. I almost want to say it was actually
Verva?
Verva. It was Verva.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember where the other one was. What's the mushroom that needs to be fed blood? Where would that be from? Is that Baba Yaga, baby?
So
The leechweed?
I got it. So you guys should have the Flower of Parting, which is from Asmongold, the Ronin Petal, which is from Rampart, the Leechweed, which is from Baba Yaga, the Sares, which is from Querg, the Water Well, which is from Wereva, and the Ancient Bloom, which is from Ori. The Ancient Bloom
We only
is the one
took
that you have
3.
well, yeah, but those were the ones you encountered.
Okay.
And the Ancient Bloom is the mushroom that you feed blood to. It has empowering properties focusing upon muscle mass.
Ooh, brilliant.
Yeah. I have
The Sares has the focus of time manipulation.
I remember that because Sera wanted
Yeah.
that one.
And the Werwa one is the Cacti, which has intense regenerative properties.
Cool. So of
Yeah.
those 3, what can be made?
A fucking lot of shit.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been telling you. Like it's
Yeah.
it's a lot.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was just like you can make 2 things. Here you go.
No, it's a lot because any of those. So each of these has access points to essences, and then those essences are what you make shit out of, right? So, like for example, Waterwell has greater essence of life access, which means it can make any lesser essence of life, and it can make any greater essence of life, or you can use it for a unique recipe for it itself, which
Would use it up.
which would use it up, but it has
County
a completely
face.
different effect. Well, any of these are going to be used up if you use them for any potion anyway, so.
Oh.
Oh, so it's
Oh.
like one
Yeah, well,
time use.
you consume the resource to make the potion. Like you.
That's why we made a garden, was to grow more
Yeah.
of it.
Well, yeah, but they haven't grown yet. I mean, you haven't had it that long.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, if you use, don't use your first one, I guess. But if you use one, it's gone. It's used into the potion. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
Okay.
That's-
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I've been feeding it blood.
Yeah.
We want them to propagate.
No,
Yeah.
if you want to propagate, then time needs to pass in an environment that they can be propagated on. Which now that you have the advanced chassis for your ship, now you can do that. But time has to pass to do that. It hasn't been that much time.
It's been
Okay.
about a month.
Yeah, that's not enough time to
Yeah.
grow many of these.
What do you think? Like 3 months?
Well, the germination period I actually have of these.
Do you really? What a
Yeah.
cutie.
So,
Ooh.
Ancient Bloom is the longest. It takes years
Such.
in
Oh,
order
no.
for it to
Damn.
grow. Yeah, it's really
Okay.
it takes a long time to grow. The Sares has a randomized time of germination.
Okay.
And the Water Well probably is going to be the easiest for you to propagate. It takes about 2 months for new seeds to sprout.
Oh,
However,
okay.
However, there are ways to get around the time. You can get special fertilizer. You can actually manipulate time. It depends on you, like if you want to do that kind of crazy shit.
That'd be sick.
There's also
Wow.
chemicals and steroids and stuff you can use as well. All of that.
Steroids!
Well, yeah,
Yes!
all that stuff's available on Eris.
Oh my god, Ayaz is gonna be so proud. We're gonna shoot up our plants.
Yeah, like there are ways to augment it, but generally speaking, the germination periods and their life cycle is different depending upon the plant that you're speaking of. The Ancient Bloom definitely takes the longest because it takes the longest to grow and the longest to sprout and the longest to bloom.
Okay, so that's basically off the table unless we have something we badly need.
Or
I
unless you
do-
find
I-
some way to,
Yeah, I do got
Directly
all the
from-
information to give it, I guess, improved growth because
and
I
there's
got the intel from the.
what you guys need is a druid. I'm just gonna tell
From
you.
Yeah.
Smoochies!
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
need
from
you guys
Smoochies.
need a druid.
Oh, if
because-
only you romanced him enough that he came with you.
Yeah.
Man.
So druids have access to spells that can like copy plants and like.
Oh
propagate.
wait, my
magically.
dude has Wither and Bloom.
That is not. That's a second level spell. I'm talking like
Not enough?
the higher level druid spells, like the big
Okay.
ones. Yeah.
Oh,
You need a good boy. Maybe whenever I get my level 6 greater beast dude. Okay. Cool. So we should offline figure out what 5th
Yeah.
level spells we want to make out of this thing, and then ask you, Arcadum, if that's possible.
Just tell me the stuff you want, and I'll get you a list. It's just going to be easier that
Okay.
way.
Got
Okay.
it.
I don't want
Will do.
I don't want to like destroy you guys with decision fatigue. Like there's a lot there.
I am very pleased with our gardening adventure. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So let's zoom back out here. You're sleeping. Everyone else. All right. What are you doing over here, Effie?
I've been trying to commune with the Grey Pantheon.
Grey Pantheon. Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make me a faith check, which is a d20 plus your current level is 9. Your power spike, so 5. d20 plus 5. Fuck. Natural ones suck. You guys want to inspire that?
Yeah, you can take my inspiration. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Let's hear how funny that sounded then.
Guys, it's your girl, Big Tit Effie here.
Okay.
Looking for some guidance on how to make my tits bigger.
That a girl.
Oh, that's why they didn't answer. That's not really any of their purview. Maybe the goddess. No, he's. Never mind. All right, so unfortunately, you're unable to get any contact with the Grey Pantheon from your current position. All right. Anybody else want to do anything?
I guess, yeah, Seino would start, like, since he's finally in the gardening club, he would take, Junior, his ancient bloom, the mushroom, and make, like, a secluded area, because he knows that is, like, a special plan, since it's screaming and taking blood, and would make, like, a secluded area, potentially taking some, flowers that are, like smaller plants that are like lunar blooms and stuff, and put those in there, and some water retaining plants to put along with it, with like heavy like lamp light that like impersonates sunlight basically, and makes like a secluded area for the ancient bloom, and closes it because it's screaming the whole time.
I'll also put Spike somewhere. That's the brightest area, since it needs sunlight. See, maybe I can move this here and move that. Yes, perfect. Oh, look at you. I've had you for so long.
Sera's full faith that the plant she gave Effie in the skull of their enemy is an act of best care. She'll swish out. I'll be busy for a while.
Okay.
She's gonna go back to her room of evil. The one primary thing that I wanted to do here, Arcadum, is she'll be asking Moto and Bright Eyes. I have 2 spells available to me. One I'm already aware of, but what are any other options I have?
You mean like English spells?
Yep, level 5 fiend spells.
I thought I gave you that list already.
I don't have the list. You gave me the 3 that came with the actual class.
Yeah, that's what they teach you. Is those 3.
Oh, the binding? So there's no like level 5. I remember there's like umbral wings and stuff like that at the 4th level.
Well, yeah, but those are the 3 that they teach you. Are those 3?
Okay. So they don't know any others? Even at like 4th level?
Well, Handsome doesn't. Moto knows what you know now. And Bright Eyes, I don't think, has any spell that you don't already know.
Dang it!
You have Blight,
Then
right?
I'm good. No, I do
Yeah,
not have
he
Blight.
knows Blight.
Okay. Sera's good. She'll sit here and plot her invasion of one of those gymless camps to where she can just devour everybody.
Alright. Effie, while trying to commune to the Great Pantheon, can't quite get a message through. But this is also the first time that you've tried to summon the Pantheon's presence. It is a difficult and overwhelming feeling. But you are able to feel which of the Great Pantheon deities have the highest chance to manifest. The ones that you could talk to with the highest chance of success. And they are... that in front of me. Okay. Okay. Let's see, the three that are most likely to respond to your presence is obviously Sucklehughes because of his connection directly to you, but his presence is actually quite weak here otherwise. There is Eos, Naro, and... yeah, just those two. So Eos and Naro.
Let me try and commune with Eos.
Okay. The faith roll. Alright. Okay, so as you attempt to commune with the Lady of Triumph, you hear the sounds of distant battle. Cries of victory and defeat in equal measure. You feel the presence of the Mother Necessity fill the room around you. She awaits your request.
Hey, the Spear of Equality. It's Effie, the changeling who's found herself on band. I don't necessarily have a request from you, but more so, I've come to find myself with some new powers here. Ones that can help me in a time of war. And I want to thank you for offering me some of this power from your domains. If there's anything that you could find yourself needing here on band that is within my power to do so, I am yours, and I will help where I can.
Visions fill your mind. You see a battlefield surrounding you, defeated enemies, your spear rising and falling. You see yourself wandering across the great plains of Band. You feel never accomplished, pressed, an obsession, finish something that will never be. You stop at a nearby river and look down and see the reflection of an angel looking back. Eos doesn't speak, but shows you the vision of this creature's never-ending journey, its endless torment,
God damn.
and that its reward could finally give its release.
Sounds like a plan.
Do I know,
Giggling.
based off of the mural that was at the camp?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get there in character. Of which angel this is.
Hadrian the Warrior's Courage.
Mm-hmm.
Eos wishes for you, if you wish to serve her, to release this creature from its eternal torment. For it has already proven itself worthy of its spear, and now deserves its rest.
Effie nods and speaks back through the vision. I will do what I can.
You'll feel the presence of Eos is incredulous. It neither believes in nor does not believe in your words. He stands by to wait and to watch. And the presence fades.
Can I do a Nero roll? Or is
Sure.
this a one and done?
No, you can
Okay.
hear.
I
Let's see
love the
what I get.
dichotomy of Storm and Effie. Storm's like, on task, let's go straight to Folly. And then the gods are like, go do this over here. It's so great, I love it.
What about this roaming guy here? He seems pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Help him.
You're unable to manifest Nero,
Aw,
unfortunately.
7.
damn.
Sedge.
Effie then goes on standby until we all go back to the thing,
All right.
the temple.
If the party's done, I can move you guys back to the temple.
I had an idea! I had an idea!
Okay.
Huh?
Are there unique Taladani spells if I commune with my staff?
Oh.
I mean, you can.
Yes!
That'll take time. How many days
Well,
do you want to spend?
Well, good thing we have 24 hours until she can teleport again. So she'll lay her staff on the table and she'll just start, muttering to herself for 24 hours.
Poor Maelie.
Oh my gosh, are you really muttering to yourself?
Gotta do some chanting, baby.
Opens
Oh my
eyes,
God.
bloodshot, son of a bitch.
You wanted to sleep next to the room of evil.
I just imagine Maelie like freaking Squidward when SpongeBob just keeps waking him up.
So, after hearing the prayers, the chanting, Maelie's going to get up and drag her blankets kind of in a little trail down the hallway. She'll drop one or two, and she's just going to go to the med bay and sleep in one of those beds.
Goodbye.
To be fair, that makes a lot of sense.
And Sera begins to commune with her staff.
Seino's doing some working out in his room.
There is a gym, actually. You could do that there.
I could do that there, but I'm looking at the geolocation of the sick Maelie, and I see it's awfully close to the gym. I feel like
But you don't know she's there.
That is true, but I also have my tiny workout here.
That's what she needs. Manly grunting and the clinking of steel.
Yes, that's all she needs.
Why didn't they just leave me in the silent spell?
I tried and they dragged you out of there.
Try harder next time.
Okay. Commune with your staff.
Oh shit, I haven't been here in a minute.
You open your inner eye. You find yourself in the secluded memory of ice. The
I
presence
did not.
of your staff all around you. All right. We now commune, and we'll see if you get anything out of this 24 hours. Roll me an Arcana check. Moto cannot provide advantage.
19.
You think on the semblance of the Taladonic symbols. You think of the ice. Pillars that hold up your mind. Pillars of logic, thought, truth, and desire. The staff's teachings still elude you. What was the purpose of the Taladani truly? Were they arbingers of knowledge? Arbiters of truth? Were they conquerors of worlds? All and perhaps none of these things are true. A mystery yet to still be unraveled. That is insufficient.
Boo!
Meanwhile, back at the temple...
I wonder what those boys were doing. Just doing that. Blowing raspberries.
I'm going about doing chores, asking Misha if she needs help with anything, avoiding deep subjects.
Mr. Harvaris?
Yes, Misha.
There are people here.
His eyes are widened.
Oh no.
Of which... What gem do they hold?
She'll look at you fearfully. Iconics.
Hmm.
Very well. Leave them with us, Misha. Stay here, look after, no.
I'm coming with you.
I'm gonna go grab Badari.
You grab the
Index. Yeah.
the index? Alright.
We'll go grab it, and I will...
I'm
Misha,
not
you...
here.
Please stay here.
Okay.
We will handle this. Do not worry. Mulu? You're ready.
I follow you behind.
Ugh, I wish I was not in this dancer's mail, but we do not have time to change. Sera must do his job, regardless. Hold his professional stance, yes? Shake,
Chill out,
shake,
Harvaris, you look very good.
His hips are shaking left to right.
Alright, as you walk out, you will see this man standing in the middle of the courtyard.
Oh, I was hoping he'd come back.
Alright.
Greetings, sir.
This beautiful man.
You can see that he has black onyx very subtly above his eyebrow, and his hair covers a partial horn, almost, of the gem growing out. As he'll turn, he'll speak to you in Bandian. Greetings and salutations to you. Give you a little nod. I don't mean to interrupt your duties, Opal, but I've heard tell that there's a wayward sapphire in this here area.
I'm sorry, you'll have to be more specific. I assume you're in your proper jurisdiction, yes?
Oh, are you in a disguise right now?
My gem is red.
Oh, that doesn't last. What?
I know. I
was like, what the fuck?
No.
Anyway.
No. What, do you want me to speak Canadian? Because I'm speaking Banyan?
Huh? No. No, I was just...
He was just verifying.
I was just verifying
I'm,
whether or not you were an Opal right now.
Regular Harvaris.
Just you, okay. The judge will approach and continue. What were you saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, sorry, just didn't know if, I just wanted to specify your request, you're in the proper jurisdiction, are you? Yeah? Sorry, just didn't want to assume. Sorry.
The judge does not apologize. And instead, he spits to the side. It's quite simple, really. There's been rumors that a Sapphire's in this area. One who isn't silent, one who has given up on her cause. Now, would you happen to know she's in the area? Furthermore, what is it that you're doing in the area, Opal, if you don't mind me asking? And with a foreigner, no doubt.
Well, how do you know? You speak to two serifs. Well then. So proper respect could be had, yes.
Fuck.
That's right, boy. That's right, boyo.
Oh boy!
Give me the juice.
How
This
long
is
has
where
it
we
been
die.
since we teleported away?
You just did. This is happening chronologically with
Okay.
Yeah, same time.
Wildglen, huh? Serifs, eh? He'll put his
This is
hand
right.
on his vessel.
This is correct, yes. For you see,
Moving his hand to his sword handle.
proper words have been received, yes, and our duties and such are required. You see, many of which need to hear the word of such.
Be right about one thing. Rebels need to be dealt with.
Ritz teeth.
Alright.
Harvaris.
You are correct about this, Onyx. It must be dealt with. But, perhaps, something more. My duties as they were, your duty as you were, perhaps something more. It is what we stand for. I know you know of our position and where we stand. This does not bother me. But perhaps the communication of such. Perhaps there is more than you understand of such.
Stop speaking in your riddles, Opal. Just done told me that you're a rebel. There's only one law that states what do with the rebel. That's to bring them in for questioning and hanging. You got a choice. Come in, or you die here.
This is not the first choice you have given someone today, is it?
More like every day.
Yes, well. You say, Rebel. I see, seeker of true things and knowledge, yes? You see? But I can share this with you. I can assist you. You see only what you see in front of you, but there is so much more. But we can have things your way.
The judge will look at both of you, his hand on his vessel. Kind of spits to the side. Gonna make a martial check real quick.
I'm in my dancers, man.
Yeah,
Trying to intimidate this guy.
Puffing out my
Those
chest.
nipple crystals.
He's Harvaris is standing there, belly dancing. Oh, the bugger dance like this.
he'll take his
Just
hand
standing.
off of his pistol, his vessel, and then he'll just say, "I'll tell you what, Opal. Today's your lucky day. You ain't my quarry. Not my battle, not my war. For now. But I am obligated to report your presence." I'll then pull out a cigarette and light it. So I'll ask again. Have you seen a sapphire?
Yes, I have. And she will not be going with you, and you will not be going anywhere. You will not be reporting to anyone, because you cannot report to that of which is at the top, yes? You know this. They squint.
Think you in a position to tell me what to do, Opal?
I know it when I see it. I see someone who only sees it's right in front of them. I used to be you, but now I see things on a grander scale. And I will not hide from your predetermined ways of things. No, there is far much more. You can see it, or, well, continue to see what is right in front of your own face.
Okay. In his stance, his aura gives you the feeling, Mulu, that he is an equal challenge to the two of you. But you can also see that he is not quite so keen to test his luck.
Mm.
It's not quite certain who would come out on top between the two of you. Judge will then pull back and he'll say, so, if I'm getting this right, your intention is to what? Sway me?
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps, let me tell you this. The orders you receive, yes? Have they felt astray? Have they felt, clear intended? Yes?
They've been as clear as they've been since I've been a boy.
So you've been holding these for a long time. Would you perhaps to be... You're not a seraph, yes?
No, I'm not.
Hmm.
He'll then point to the onyx above his eye. I'm Onyx.
Hmm.
Been trained since birth to do the angels' bidding. May their holiness be ever held.
Yes, the angels...
Go forth and I find them. I find those that don't follow the rules, and I bring them to justice. Preferably, I'll admit, I don't really like bringing them in alive, if I can take it. Too much risk.
Understandable.
The way I look at it, your name wouldn't be on the board if you didn't do something worthy to put it on there.
Worthy. You see this is active rebellious, yes? And that is my exact problem with such. It is under belief. If you do not follow exact order, you are outsider, you are outcast. But perhaps there is more. Have you not noticed the angels in this regard? They would separate one another when unification could be stomped out, yes?
Angels seem to be working together just fine.
No.
At least, till Radare went missing. Our holy veils shifting away beyond sight. Got the sapphires in an uproar, it does. Furthermore, I'm personally concerned about her missing on the account of what's going to happen with the rest of the people around in Oasis. Dark and Light didn't really speak to us. Mostly Radare. And Waymaker, I guess, but that angel is... Never really liked him that much. He'll take a deep drag off his cigarette. And he'll throw it on the ground and put it out. Look, the Amethysts have told us that something has happened. Each of us was given a board and a bounty. And I'm here, looking for the sister of the last piece of shit scum that came through here, trying to redefine his life, doing as he wished, instead of what the holy angel's will would be. So, look, if you ain't seen her, then you ain't seen her. But if you said that you have and she ain't going anywhere, then you're going to have to do something a hell of a lot more convincing than standing there stuttering over yourself about seraphs.
I see.
Mulu will blow long, slow air out of his nose And look over at Harvaris with the glint of in his eye.
I'll slowly turn to Mulu.
I'm gonna tap the pommel of my swords.
I will smile.
The man will scoff. Well, looks like you wanted to. Looks like you made your choice, huh? Fine. Let's do this.
There's only one choice for losers like you, and I will charge.
Let's go.
Battle music!
Damn. I did not
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
expect fighting. Round 2 fighting. And it's gonna be hilarious coming back. Like the rest of the crew comes back and they're in the middle of this.
Right?
Well, we're full
in 24 hours.
Yeah,
If
this
it takes
happened
24
right
hours.
after we left.
But this is
Yep.
immediately after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Y'all gonna come back
in
to this
24
result
hours, we'll see
one
the
way or another.
aftermath.
We got this, Mulu.
Yeah, we do.
Y'all are
course.
crazy.
Plus, we're
That's
gonna do a
fine.
little
This is gonna be
redemption
so
for Misha
fun.
too.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Let him report?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're doing the right thing. It's just the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Activate bail.
It's a good thing we're on milestone instead of XP.
That's right.
Arizona Ranger.
Gandalf told everybody to run, and then he soloed the Balrog, came back with new robes, new staff.
How ripped do you think Gandalf is under the rope?
Like super.
Oh,
Like,
he's
so
a mega
buff.
rim.
He has
Yeah.
a sleeper build, you know. He
Yeah,
looks
for
like he's
sure.
not
Sleeper build.
like he looks like he's not
Gandalf-
buff, but he takes off the robe and then he's like Uncle Iroh
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
stats wise, Gandalf is not actually a wizard. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a sword.
Yeah.
He does fight, so.
Yeah. He knows a couple of cool cantrips.
He's like a barbarian wizard multi-class.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yes!
This one is for Misha.
Remember when we're like, oh yeah, we're getting to the side mission today.
Yeah.
And then you guys teleported away.
With our team, ha.
Left the boys alone.
Yes.
I forgot that they're like super buff in HP pool. Over 100, man.
I got the
Yeah,
freaking
but-
veil on.
Ooh, you guys have your new gear too. This will be fun.
Did you have
I
time
just
to
tap
attune to
HP?
that?
I just love the image that he said our god in the veil has left us, and there's just Harvaris in
And
the
then I'm
veil.
just wearing this. Oh, you mean this whole thing?
he's talking about it, and I was like, I don't like. He puts like the veil back. I don't know what you're talking about.
Toss my mane like I'm in a L'Oreal commercial. Oh, this old thing? Come and get it.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's baby.
Oh my god.
All right, let's rock and roll. Oh god. Okay, he's gonna start. He's going to quick draw out his weapon, and he is going to use an ability, and I'm going to attack Mulu. Mulu AC.
17.
Here we go. Time to get the Sidewinder.
That'll hit.
Oh.
40 minus 16 minus 19. Okay, I'm down to 5 temp HP.
Alright, He'll roll backwards, combat roll.
Fat roll.
He'll take a syringe, plug it into his neck. Turn, Mulu.
Okie dokie. Let's see. How many item interactions do I have?
Only one.
One. Okay. I will draw one of my swords, and then run right up to him. I'm going to activate the mirror image on the Veil of Fields.
Okay.
And that's my action, right? Or is that a bonus? Oh, it's a cast. It's a cast, so
Yeah.
it counts as an action. Okay. Cool. I got one sword out. I am mirror imaged. Cool. I think that's what. Well,
Marshal?
actually, I'll martial check him. Yeah.
Okay.
See, poink.
Damn.
Alrighty.
Tell me what you had for breakfast.
Judge Gossett has the following abilities. What would you like to identify?
Ooh, I want to know. Combat roll.
Combat roll. One moment.
Well, for a quick second, I was concerned that Harvaris cannot reach the guy.
Much smaller map.
Okay. Combat roll does this. This creature can move away without provoking after firing its ranged weapon. In addition, attacks against this creature have disadvantage for 1 round.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Harvaris.
Alright, I'll begin to walk forward. From drum to drum, I respect your service, but today is the day your service comes to an end. I will...
We'll see about that, Opal.
Oh, you will, friend. I'll cast Blessed on me and Mulu.
Okay.
Martial check. I want to know Gunner's Grit.
Gunner's Grit. Second. Can do the following. Whoop. This creature has 4 grit. This creature can spend grit to do the following: make a saving throw it failed, resist going to 0 HP and instead go to 1, or make a hit with a ranged weapon into a critical hit.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Action. Okay, so you said with my Master of Convalescence kit, I can attack with a bonus action? How does that work?
You can use it as a bonus action in combat.
Okay. And what is the damage of that?
What? No, it's You can use it, meaning you
To
can
make
hack into stuff.
counter rolls.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah. If this was a digital entity, you could perhaps damage it, but it's a guy.
It is a guy. Cool. Mostly a guy. Alright, I will end my turn there.
Okay. Alright. He will reload, and he will fire and combat roll. So first he's going to fire. He fires at disadvantage. He will fire at Mulu. Miss.
Yes. Ooh, I heal.
Combat roll. And then he will keep firing. At Mulu.
That'll hit.
Right.
Okay.
14 miss.
14 misses, yeah.
Okay. 17 miss.
17 hits.
17 damage.
Oof. Okay.
That'll do. Mulu.
Yep. Just a second. Adjusting health. Okay. Let's see. I am going to, I've got disadvantage to hit him now, right? Because of his roll, or is that... Hang on. Attacks against the creature have disadvantage for 1 round. Okay. I'm going to draw my second sword. And then I'm going to move up to him. And it's time to start a swinging. So... Here's first attack. That... Yeah, I didn't... That's a miss, but I forgot to put disadvantage. Here's one with disadvantage.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's a crit. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here's normal.
Hit.
Okay. And then for my second attack, here's that with disadvantage.
Hit damage.
And there's that. And then let's see here. Here's my other one, disadvantage.
Let's go, Mulu.
Damn.
And then I'm going to expend one of my mirror images to attack again. Is this just one hand, or do I get my full attack?
Nope, only one in this one.
Okay. Here's that disadvantage. Does that hit?
19 hits.
Okay. There's that. I'll expend another one for the other disadvantage. And I'll keep my last mirror image up. Whew! Before martial checking. Boing. Let's see. What's Fan the Hammer do?
Fan the Hammer. As an action, this creature may attack 5 times with its hand vessel. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, and then that'll end my turn.
What is I think it's just quick draw. I think it's the last one.
Quick draw. This creature may draw its weapons as if they were light.
Okay. Move on up. I am going to attacks are at disadvantage for the whole round, right? So that includes both of us.
Yep.
I'm going to hold up my sword, my Ceramite sword, as light will begin to glow around it. In the name of Wildglen, you will see what cannot be seen! As digital light will begin to glow around my weapon. It is quite a shame. I have to go this way. But you will see soon.
Yeah?
Yes!
Yeah.
But not this turn, on my next turn though. Alright, I turn.
He will fire at Mulu. Disadvantage.
Miss.
Okay. He will move backwards, excuse me. Let's see here.
Bad roll.
He'll move up to here, and then he will activate his boots and leap up to here.
Huh.
No, you fucker.
And fire at Mulu.
That'll hit. Okay. That'll miss. That'll hit.
Okay.
Okay, so
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, mirror images, right?
I do have one mirror image, yeah.
Okay, I have to roll that then. Here's the one. Okay, first one. So mirror image down, take 20 damage,
Okay.
and he'll reload. Mulu.
Oops. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Let's see. How far are you, friend? Not that far. I'm just gonna run right up this wall, as I have a climb speed, and get right in his face. And,
He
yeah.
hasn't used any.
Do what?
I'm just answering, sir.
Oh, yeah. I will, do I still have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, he rolled away. That's one miss. Here's my second hand. That was not a disadvantage. Hang on. Okay. 16 misses though, right?
On D4,
Nice.
I mean.
That 16 misses.
Okay. And then,
1d4? That wasn't applied.
oh, with 1d4. Hang on.
17 still misses.
Okay.
Lucky.
Here's my second attack. Disadvantage. With 1d4.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
19?
19 hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's that. Ooh, good juicy. And here's my offhand disadvantage with my 1d4. 19. Okay. Here's that. And cool. No crits. Okay. Marshall check him. What do his boots do?
Alright, so Judge Gusset has the following inventory items. He has. Let's see.
A bedroll, a mess kit, 5 rations.
Canteen.
A chef's hat. Walk.
Alright, he has 1 battle serum, 1 escape serum. His boots have elevator heels, and he has 1 recovery cigar.
Nice. Okay, that one me. Harvaris, can you get up here?
Let's see. I'll move a bit closer here. So when I look at this upscale, I'm gonna not do the attack. But is there any way I can kind of jump just close enough to touch Mulu?
It's only a 10-foot wall. You can athletics check just to climb up it.
Oh boy! All right.
Yes!
I'm gonna get my old man legs. I'm gonna
Clamber up there, dancing male.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, you're good. I would much rather have not fought him in this.
I am really glad Effie is not below me. Alright. Okay. Mulu! Oh, jeez. I'm going to stick my hand out and give him an eel.
Eel.
With the medical vambrace, that's +9 on that, so 23 healing.
Damn.
So good.
Nice.
You said 23?
That's right.
Mulu 101.
Marshall. What is his? So you got the equivalent. What's the recovering cigar? Could I get more specific on that?
The recovery cigar is a cigar that, when smoked in combat, provides regeneration 20 for 1 minute.
Damn.
Must give me that. Give me that cigar.
Or no, it's fast healing. Excuse me, fast healing 20.
That's
That's
it.
healing cap.
So when he's unconscious, it stops. You got a puff. Got it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that'll end it here.
Okay. Alright, the judge will reach in, will pull out a serum, and will press it into his neck. Enough of this.
I swipe. Swing. Coward. But I understand.
Okay.
Can I perception check to where he has gone?
Sure.
Actually, let me martial check first. What was that thing? What did he do?
You can't martial check him anymore, you don't know where he is.
Hold on. I was
Dang it.
I was muted. So I have the vambrace that gives my allies true sight.
Yeah.
So does Mulu see him?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Damn.
Dang it, he's gone.
Oh fuck.
I wonder if it's a digital thing, guys.
He's going to run to
Probably.
the superiors anyway, brother. I am going to run up this wall. Not that far. And,
Perception
yeah.
checks.
Do what?
Perception check.
Okay.
Alright, you see him? He's over here.
Where? Oh. Harvaris. He's north.
Oh my god.
What the?
Okay.
He is escaping. And I will end my turn.
Harvaris.
Okay. Oh, for fuck. Let me get down here.
My
Oh
ankle!
my. Alright,
Is it time to pound?
I don't think... Ugh. If I summon Pounder, and then get on it, how does the movement work for that?
Well, you don't have mounted combat, so you won't be able to get full action economy.
Yeah, okay. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna start bucking. Start
drive
running
him
25
over.
feet. I'm going to... I guess since I have my Dancer's Mail, I could dash and still make an attack. But I should be
let's
able to,
go!
I should be able to actually hit him here with my light crossbow.
Shoot him!
Use your training. Shoot from
All
the
right.
hip.
I remember these words, and I pull out hip shot, and
Hey!
I take a shot.
Hip shot. Ding, 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 ding. Ding,
Oh.
ding.
Come on,
Level 9.
focus, man, focus. Come on,
Okay.
baby.
Hey!
Meow.
Smoke on this.
Smoke on this.
One damage! One
Maelie is proud nonetheless.
Nice.
That is pretty hilarious.
Great.
Isn't that like when you bite down on a corn chip and it's pointed up towards the roof of your mouth? 1 HP.
Oh my god. No, that's like 1,000,000 damage.
What's his AC?
His AC is base AC is 18.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Base AC is 12 plus Dex is 18.
Okay. Alright, I think that is all I can do for now.
Here we go!
Okay, let me do some measuring.
Oh my god. Mulu is pulling out the ruler.
Man. It's running, and I can't catch him.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually faster than me.
Fuck.
Bye!
Yep. I see him running, like, super freaking far, and I know that even if I brace to run and sprint the entire distance with my Storvex agility, I can't catch that.
Mulu, prepare yourself! It is time to pound!
Just put a sandstorm right there.
Okay, I will run down to Harvaris then,
It's my favorite time of any game. It's time to pound, Mulu!
and then I will dash to be next to him.
Okay.
Pounder.
You find steed.
Just say softly, pounder, he just shows up.
It's time to Let's go, old friend. I get on, I put Mulu in his little...
His side cart!
yeah,
His side cart!
like fucking peel out.
Yeah!
Heck yeah.
Full nitro.
This
I
is
guess,
amazing.
However, you know what I'm trying to go for here. However you want to kind of do this. I'm
We're
gonna
catching
fucking
him.
pound this guy, yeah.
Run him down!
Run him over.
Put him down.
Yes!
Get a murder
2
line in the
pound
sidecar.
damage.
You start to drive up and around the corner. Trying to... Oh my god.
Drift.
Trying to drift up.
Yeah!
This guy. By the time you get to here, he has rushed off into Oasis, lost in the crowd.
Dang.
But you know what you got, baby. You got that divination.
Yeah, I have a couple things. I could, let's see, how far is this? I could, locate object. I could locate a cigar.
That's good. You can.
Well, to make things go a little bit faster here, because we're at session,
Right.
you know where he is.
Cool.
He's in Radari's cathedral, where all the other Black Onyx are.
He's beating.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're leaving the temple.
2-man mission, let's go!
Or
My
we have a
God.
horde coming our way.
We're fine.
Not worried about it at all. I'm just, yeah, you know.
I think we should turn and wait. They will come to us. We can prepare.
Is it sentient at all?
Not yet. I have to make upgrades to it.
Oh.
Man, poo.
Initiate pounding.
Alright, what's the probability we're gonna have a horde fight, guys?
Yes!
Good stuff.
I'm
Well,
I mean,
was
if we-
exciting.
If we do the quest instead,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
there's
true.
no
We
horde.
just leave.
Like, wasn't fixing Radari supposed to, like, prevent this from happening?
I mean, there is one thing we overlooked, which is the fact that we teleported out, and then these people are like, this is suspicious.
You overlooked that. I did not.
Lolly and I actually talked in private. We're like, this is quite fucked up. I wonder when they notice.
Bad things that will happen.
I'm just
What's
like,
crazy?
you probably might have noticed
so
us.
The crazy thing is like he was just looking for the sapphire. You could have just
Yep.
lied to him.
Yep.
I
He
know.
even,
But
like, he's
Instead,
like-
you told him you were a
I know.
rebel.
and then
I
he
know.
even brought it back. He's like, you could just say you didn't see her. And the second time you're like, nope, fuck you.
No,
It's
fuck
like
you.
that
You're not.
bicycle meme. It's like that bicycle meme where it's like the guy sticking the stick in his own wheel. Like, oh, how could the Onyx do this?
The cops looking for somebody that I know. Better
I
tell them
like
I'm
it
with
though.
her.
I like it because I felt like it was
I
so
like
in
it, too.
character for Harvaris.
No, it was,
Like,
it was
yeah.
incredibly in character. I'm just
yeah,
saying that
it was
to tell
quite-
the
Yeah.
truth.
now we must deal with the consequences of it.
What
Right.
do you mean
When I
we
was-
must deal with it? We're just leaving.
That's true. All of us could just leave the two of
That's
them.
true. We
Bye.
could actually do the thing that I prepared this morning for.
I've been trying to get to that. All I wanted was to go to the ship and get potions and leave.
And
You
also
can't
commune
take a
with the
bunch
Great
of-
Pantheon.
Yeah, you can't take a bunch of children into a playground and expect them to not hop on the slides.
Anyway,
The problem is in character we
Anyway,
also have to
that's
wait
it.
because
That's
Maelie
all
is
you
freaking dead.
thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. Do we have any fan art? Let me check the old fan art page. We've got.
I know I put a
some
cowboy showdown in there.
Got
Yeah.
some. Yeehaw! That was pretty cool, though.
That was pretty cool.
Y'all smack
was.
talking each other. Like time to fan the hammer. Get 'em, boys. Mulu, it is time to pound.
That was pretty rad. I got to run up a wall. Woo!
Yeah.
No regret.
When Effie said, "Hey, buddy," to the ship's angel. Oh god, this is Maelie.
It is Maelie.
Why won't anyone let me rest?
Ask the cleric why he won't cast Greater Restoration on that. Ask that question.
I mean, I don't have that spell slot restored yet.
We got a full recovery on level up.
Arcade style, yeah.
That
I
is
do
true.
have a question about that actually. Since
Yeah.
we were in that area where the Leylinic magics were very low, can you remind me again how restoring that is? Do we just pick which slots we want to
Basically,
restore, or is it
yeah.
just one?
Basically,
Oh,
you
okay.
just pick them. You get half as much.
Okay.
Anyway,
Even
good
on
game.
level up.
No, level up is different. Level up's a whole different thing.
Sweet.
Level up isn't rest. So,
Nice.
But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. See you guys in like 2 hours for Dark Sermon.
Yes. Good game, guys.
Yes. Fare thee well, travelers.